Welcome to the GRG podcast, the place for all your gaming news, plus hot topics of the week. Also, remember to follow us on Twitter at KMega4.
Welcome to the GRG podcast. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And yes, it's kind of weird looking because we're going to have a couple of people coming in here late. Viper won't be joining us, I do not think. He got into a car accident. So we wish him well. Hope that he does. Hope he's okay. He texted.
He's all right, everyone.
Let us know. Man, just relax, chill out. It is what it is, Viper. I would be more pissed off about somebody, rear-ending me, pause, but hit me in the back of the butt with a car. So I guess that's a double pause or whatever. Just wide open, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, shout out to that. But Ham Solo's PC's cooking. He had all these shows this week, and his PC. He swears his PC is prime time, but man, it ain't ready.
Ham Solo's Viagra went down because
his PC needs some Viagra. Anyway, let's go. But then Husky, he said he was going to be late, so the cameras will get jacked up at some point. I was trying to hold off the best way I can. Listen, man, I think these dudes is really trying to push me to get SteamYard. I don't want it, but I guess I might have to do it because I'm going to have to do some tinkering and stuff like that. It is what it is. But man, listen, welcome to the GRG podcast. You know what I'm saying? We got some great topics to talk about tonight. And you know what? Listen, this man will not go away. He was supposed to go away, but we even got his replacement that's right next to him. But again, this man just refused to go. He is the undead in podcasting. So, man, what's happening with you?
Zombie, hey, what's in your head? What up, everybody? Let's go. We're going to have some fun today. Might be short, but we might be able to get through some topics quicker today with less people in here until K-Mega take over with a 20-minute rant. But we can do this.
No, it's only water. It's only water tonight. That ain't happening. So
even without the water, you still go on a 20-minute rant.
I probably will. I didn't go on a 20-minute rant.
See, we love you and we know you do. We all know you.
Well, since if it's just going to be us three, then yeah, I might have to get into a rant. But regardless of that,
you got room for it today.
I do. I got room. So anyway, and I haven't done my thoughts video in the last couple of weeks, so I'm due. Anyway, so man, the Sir X-Man's replacement. I don't know how you tolerate this man. I really don't know how you tolerate Sir X-Man. I do it in doses
with a nice, relaxing round of golf.
Well, yeah, the golf and the rock band. That's how we did.
We had fun in rock band, dude.
Yeah, so no, but it's good to have you here, Darth Praxis, man. What's happening with you, brother? What's been going on? And I forgot to ask Sir X-Man what he's been playing. I know he was playing Battlefield 2042 because he hit me up and I was in the middle of playing Tales of Arise.
I saw that. I
yeah,
saw
I
that.
didn't. Yeah. And do not disturb. But anyway, but what have you been playing? What you been up to?
Well, I've been trying to get back to Dragon's Dogma, but for whatever reason, I just family life and all the other nonsense going on. I got like kids showing up to the house. Everybody's like having karaoke nights and shit. So I could barely like fit time in. I have a game room where I do all the podcasting here, and everybody uses this room when they show up. So then I get booted out, and work's been a little bit.
Oh damn!
Work's been dragging, so I get burnt out, and I can't stay up late, and so I'm like, fuck, I'll play what I can when I can. So I think I've done a little Call of Duty, some finals, and then I meant to get to Dragon's Dogma, but I'm hoping I'm gonna jump back in this weekend. And then I've been catching up on some like anime shows. There's what is it? Kaiju #8 is one that's on Crunchyroll that I've been watching.
Ooh, Kaiju? Is that
Kaiju
like
number-
from? Is
like
that like
Pacific
from,
Rim?
Yeah.
It's
They
the
have
same
that?
name. It's the same name, but it's not connected. It's just a Japanese name for a monster, basically.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But
I
yeah,
might
it's a
check
good.
that out.
Yeah. So
I
just
love
doing that
Pacific.
lately. But yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Good deal.
Okay, the games I've been playing since I didn't have a chance to finish.
You're done. All right. Anyway, it's my turn. No, go
Because
ahead.
you know all I'm gonna
Yeah,
say is
please, nigga.
Tomb Raider. You already know I'm gonna say Tomb
No,
Raider.
You might have played something different. What have you played, Sir X-Man?
I played some Tomb Raider.
Uh-huh.
I played a little Vampire Survivor.
Uh-huh.
I played some Rainbow Six Vegas with my friend last week. In between doing this week, man, the server still works and that game still runs flawlessly. So that's about it. Every now and then, some odds and ends, just picking them up and stuff like that. But I see all the games you've been playing, so you've been going nuts. That's why you ain't got no damn time to watch these damn shows that are excellent.
Well, okay. So I did watch one episode last night after I finally beat Tales of Arise. I'm done.
Oh, cool.
I'm done. I beat Tales of Arise and its DLC. It is wrapped up. I wanted to try to get these one like special weapons because you need the iron pipe. I do have the iron pipe on Tales of Arise, but for the DLC, you have to get it in the tournament. And so I'm like a level 95 and the max is a level 100. So I might go back eventually one of these days and do that just so I can get those special weapons. But no, I'm done with the DLC. I'm done with that. I would give overall Tales of Arise at 8.7. I thought
bad.
that, I was at first I was giving it about like a 9.3. Because it was that good, but man, those side missions started getting real repetitive and kind of goofy. The one thing about when it comes to JRPGs, I understand like they're for everybody, but they also have like adult oriented type of issues. But then, like with the some of the simplest things, they act like they're just naive to it. Like so, Shion and Alphen, like one of the two main protagonists, they like each other, right? And instead of like, and so Alphen is like, oh man, I need to go and find out what you got to do to marry somebody. What the hell you mean? Shown this game. What are you talking about? You need to, and then it's just so it was like too much of that. Like I'm just like, come on, man. Can y'all sit there and bump uglies and get this over with so we can move on to another story? So yeah, that's that part to me because it was just overly goofy shit to just kind of like, come on, let's get to the action. But that's
they got to appeal to the women too. Come on, man.
well,
Come on.
no. It was
Drizzle,
cool.
drizzle.
It was
Sorry.
cool. It was cool for a minute. But then, like, when I'm in the DLC and they're still doing the same shit, like, I mean, come on, guys. Can these people just finally admit that they in love with one another and get this shit popping? Like, I don't know. But the whole thing with Dobeline and Kasara, which Kasara is, everybody talk about Stellar Yams. Well, if you play Tales of Arise, I don't know. Kasara's over there pretty thick in the back end. But regardless of that.
Nah, if you play
That-
DOA, that's
No,
yeah.
Kasara's thicker than that. But anyway, but no, this is no, it doesn't. No, see, now we sound like weirdos. Or I sound like a
What do you
weirdo.
mean?
Anyway, but no, that whole thing was just kind of odd with me. Like the side missions became too And I was skipping over the dialogue just to get them done in some cases, and there was some that was pretty entertainment. That's why I drop it to the 8.7. It was damn sure ain't the combat or the game itself. The combat is incredible, and the story, when you just stay on the mainline story, is really good too. But it was just those side sub missions, those sub quests that got on my damn nerves. But also since I got done with that, I started jumping back on Suicide Squad. Very happy about that. Yeah, man, Suicide Squad is dope. I don't care what nobody tells you, man. You'll be seeing some Suicide Squad gameplay.
The way you feel about that game is the way I feel about Tomb Raider Remastered. Thank you.
I don't have that type of deep love for Suicide Squad, but I just think it's a really damn good game. It's fun. The acting is superior. The graphics is outstanding.
You got new DLC coming for that game too.
Yeah, no, they already added the Joker. I got to beat the story first in order for me, because I already got him, but I just want to beat the story and just know what the whole point of this whole but the whole thing of what's going on. Like the game is dope. It's fun as hell, and it's one of those games that I can get into.
Let me send a shout out to somebody that followed me over here today, and I love his name every time I see him in the other shows. Here we go. No Diddy Them Cheeks has followed me over from other podcasts.
Oh man, I don't know, man.
Nah, he's a good guy though. He's a good guy.
Oh yeah, no, Diddy, that's fine. I'm just saying. I thought you was gonna say that crazy stuff that you said when we were starting the show.
No. I'm not talking about that. That's only personal, or if I do a podcast with that's in it.
Oh, okay.
I only told you about it because you didn't know how deep the water ran with that one. You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't. I knew. I mean, I would see some of those videos, and I thought it was stupid as hell what those women's lists are, and so I guess guys got lists. I think it's
guys got payback. We ain't gonna talk about that. We'll do a special for that.
Move on. But
once you do some research, I want to do a special on that.
I'm not.
And tell him I'm a married man. I'm good. I'm just breaking it down.
I'm too old to do research on no crazy shit like that. Man. Hell no. Anyway,
the bad Darth know about it. That's the bad part.
The Blue in the chat said, "Hey, K Mega, hit me up if you need someone to squad up with." Yes, I know Yobi's been playing it. And yes, the Blue, for real. I'm gonna squad up because I'm digging that game. I really do like Suicide Squad. But that was the reason why I got it. But anyway, I'll be going long on that. Sir X Man, I know that you wanted to talk about something since we're kind of short for right now. So I know you wanted to talk about season 7 or just what's going on with Battlefield 2042 right fast before we get into the topics. Go ahead and just let us know what you think.
They did a great job with season 7, finally revamping some of the Battlefield. They didn't do as good as Battlefield 4, which is still the best, greatest Battlefield, and Bad Company 2 that we've ever seen still. So, but they said that they're pretty much moving on. They're moving teams on to the next Battlefield. They're pulling teams from different areas of EA, and I heard the announcement that they're also going to be bringing back a single-player experience, hopefully co-op single-player experience story. And, I mean, real story. Don't give me this sexual stuff like you did in Battlefield 4 and 5. Give me a real story. 1 and 5, right, correct. And one more thing. They are bringing back Engineer, Sniper, and all the different classes all together with their own set of weapons, where the weapons ain't all over the place like this one. So classes are coming back for the new Battlefield. The rumors are 2025, but I'm thinking more 2026. If those are true, what they said, I will buy it day one. And hopefully they go back to our era, not no future stuff. Put it in our era where the weapons that we have, that we know. That's about it, what I've heard and what my feelings on it. How about you, K-Meg, on that?
I don't know, but let me, I don't care. I don't. I'm reading what JT Gamer is over here saying. No, I'm over here looking and reading and doing other stuff. I will answer you in a hot second, JT. But I really don't care. Battlefield. I love Battlefield. If people who know me, I love Battlefield more than I like Call of Duty. But they gave a bad taste in my mouth. I pre-ordered that 2042.
Yeah.
We already know about that.
Yeah,
One. They
gave me. I was over here like, okay, they won't have the story mode. I got you, because they're going to make the multiplayer absolutely incredible and get it back
and
to
it
what
wasn't.
to 4 or like a high like you know how much I like Hardline. Give us all of that good juicy stuff. I mean, just Levolution, all of that. Like I just like, okay, it's just an online only fantastic just gaming smorgasbord of just greatness, and they shit the bed, and then not only gave us a broken title for us to have the game early for those few days or for a week or whatever it was, and then to not have content come until it got lower in price. No, it ain't happening.
Then the content came when they put it in Game Pass. That's the bad part.
Well, they do that with seasons. I'm not tripping about that. It was just before, like they were supposed to have content around the same time Halo Infinite was supposed to be bringing content, and they both shit the bed on that, and that kind of left me where I'm like, I love Halo Infinite because it feels great. It's not going to ever be better than Halo 5 to me, but
nope. Right, we agree on that. Halo 5 is
more multiplayer. It'll never be better than Halo 5's multiplayer. But it's a good game, and I still will give Halo a chance. Battlefield, I only will play it unless somebody I know, like you, Sir X-Man, or others. Battlefield 42. That's it. Like I only hold it in probably on my PC just to play it, just because of you and maybe a few others. Other than that, the game would be finito, curtains gone. And they will not get my first day buy. I will wait for them this time. Well, on the next Battlefield. So that's just my thoughts about it. Did you have anything?
No matter how good the trailer looked, right?
No matter how good the trailer looked, if they
got you with that trailer too, didn't they?
There would be only one way, if it's Hardline 2, if it's a sequel to Hardline, then that ain't gonna happen. But it ain't gonna happen, so I ain't worried about it.
And you might still wait on that, right?
I might. Shit, I don't know. EA, I'll cap for EA every once in a while, but for that one, no. You get straight rat venom for that.
Real quick, one thing about EA though, when they learn their lessons though with a mistake, they normally always come back better. Because remember when Battlefront came out, the first one was like, but when they made the second one, the second version of that, it was so much better than the first one that they brought out. So
yeah, no, I was cool with it.
And hopefully you get Anthem too.
Yeah, the Anthem is coming back.
You'll buy that day one. You'll buy Anthem 2 day one.
Anthem is coming back. Anyway, to our members, man, thank you so much. To Blue being a new member, man, thank you for coming on back to the house. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I need to start adding some more perks and stuff like that, man. But I do appreciate you being a member. You could definitely be a member as well. If you want to support the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. Also, you can subscribe to the channel. That is free. Free. So you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you like the content. And also Venomous Viper. You know what I'm saying? He says, sorry I couldn't be on the show tonight. He says, talk that shit for me. We definitely will. No doubt. So, it's all good, brother. It is all good. The three of us will make sure we'll keep it pushing. And that's it. That's what we'll just make sure. But JT Gamer. All right. So let me go ahead and answer your question. He says, K Mega, I recommend no, that's not it. He's over here. He says, hold on. Oh yeah, hold on. Well, no.
That's easier with Streamlabs to do that because you could just.
Oh, there we go. He says, no, I got it right there. He said, I recommend a Fire Emblem, a Three Houses is rated a teen game for blood, suggestive themes and violence. I do have Emblem. I do have Fire Emblem. I don't have Three Houses, but I do have Fire Emblem. I just haven't played it yet. because I've been trying to catch up on my backlog on my Xbox and on my PC. So I'll get to it, but I do have that. No, I love the game. I loved Tales of Arise. I just thought that there was some things that just and that's typically happens with a lot of JRPGs anyway. They get those corny ass side missions where they have those little corny little things that I don't feel a lot of times. So that's just the part of it. But anyway, Darth, did you have anything that you want to say about the Battlefield situation before we get into the topics?
Well, it's not a big surprise. It's been like we were talking about. It's been out for a while. I mean, they only have so much longevity in some of those games as far as for new continuing content, as opposed to supporting the next new one. And it's like I said, it makes sense. They're working on another one. It's an eventuality. So, and that they're getting a season pass and they're going to be doing the quality of life stuff and keeping up with it and obviously keeping the servers up is a positive thing. So it should make it's not like they're closing it down. This is it. We're done. So it's not a terrible thing. It's just, it's just no big deal. So the way life goes, man.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. They are really pretty good about keeping the servers up for all of their Battlefield games. I mean, they should. I mean, there's everybody that loves something from one another. And I'm pretty sure now, because I haven't really played a lot of the upgrades to what they've done to Battlefield 2042. The last time that I played it, I enjoyed it. It just always puts a bad taste in my mouth. It's the same thing with Halo Infinite. I can play Halo Infinite for only so long, and then that bad taste comes in my mouth of just how I was anticipating so much more, and they gave me like that. That's the only thing, and it doesn't mean that I dislike the games. I just
came up short.
Just came
That's
up short.
The big problem.
Just came up short. I mean,
there's
the
nothing
previous
like
titles
missing.
was so great.
There's nothing like Warzone and Breakout in Halo, dude. When you get that launch with four people against there's nothing like that.
Yeah, like
playing on the new Lockout, playing all the old maps they put in the Halo 5 Guardian, dude.
It's like they treat Halo 5 as a redheaded stepchild, and it makes me sick to my stomach because that is one of the most profitable Halos ever. And so, like, what are you doing? Like, I mean, put the shit on PC and let it cook, man. There's people out there that loves that multiplayer. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. What are you gonna say?
It is playable on PC.
No, it's not.
Except you can't.
It's not. No, it's not. I've already tried.
That's Master Chief Collection. That's Master Chief.
Oh yeah. It's not part of it. It's not part of it.
And that to me is well, no, I just put it out solo. Like, I mean, if that's how you feel about it, but. Such a fantastic, but see, I get this part about it. One reason why they haven't put it out there because I think
because they know it's better.
Yeah, I think that their fan base would go back to Halo 5 and kind of not put as much effort and time into Infinite as though like they would if Halo 5 was still active like it used to be. So it's
Halo Infinite makes me feel like they did with like Battlefield and a few other games out there. You come out basically with your non-traditional modes that have always been in every Halo that has come out, since the newer generations of the 360. They've been on every one that you had on that converted over to the Xbox One. Even your Halo Master System had every mode, like King of the Hill, Oddball, all that. You didn't have none of that. It took you almost a year and a half to put it in, dude.
They were scrambling. And that to me, you know what? And that's what I feared when Statham, I think that's his last name, Staten.
Jason Staten.
Yeah, when he came in and took over the helm. I will never forget, and I'm not saying that, like, I know that he was one of the creators or the guy that kind of saved the Halo brand when it first came out of the first 3 games. But I will never forget what he did with Crackdown 3, with the multiplayer there. And so when they gave him the green light with Halo Infinite, I got nervous as hell because I'm like, bro. And sure enough, the game came out and Halo Infinite, the story was good. I like it. There's so many things in Halo Infinite that I love and I want them to move forward with that. but for the stuff that I found out that they cut out, I am appalled. Oh,
no co-op in a Halo at launch.
Well, I mean,
that is unthinkable.
That is, but people were over here bitching about couch co-op, 4-player couch co-op, and I would like to see how many people are playing that now on Halo, like on Halo Infinite. I would guarantee you that number is like, crumbs. And
think how many people in gaming now play couch co-op?
No, that's the whole thing. Like that's the thing that's a whole nother can of worms.
Oh, we already had that discussion years ago.
But I mean, I talk about that all day, all night. Me and Don, if Don was on here, we'd be talking. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Don't get Don's no idea. He'll probably jump in here.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But I don't know. I love Halo. I can't wait to see what they do go forward with Halo, and I hope Halo Infinite remains to keep growing because it is a great multiplayer. It has its place, and I will continue to play the multiplayer on and off. I just hate.
This is the thing. You just sparked me on something just real quick. This is the thing that's been bothering me about this newer generation. Mm-hmm. You're coming out with games that are sometimes mostly polished with some of the new features that you want to implement, but a lot of these games aren't coming out with the older features. A lot of games are coming out with no co-op whatsoever, like they used to in the 360 and PlayStation 3 days. Mm-hmm. At the beginning of the generation, these games had co-op multiplayer, but it's like they're shrinking the amount of people you can play now. Back then, we always had 4 people.
I don't think it's that. I think it's more of this, like, there's so much production that these developers have to do these days. And so they don't have the time that they can put into these games like they used to because they got to work on the next game or they got to work on the added service. Look, it's just different. The dynamic is different. I don't think it's that per se. I think it's more of just what like they're bringing out games and charging us for like what they're doing with, let's say, for not betas, but early access, and then they add all these other things to these games later on, but they expect people to pay top dollar on consoles, unlike when you look at what's happening on PC with the one game from Moon Studios. What's that game? No Rest for the Wicked or whatever. Yeah, that game is $35. If console gamers had that same type of access to access games at a cheaper price, and let's say if it's going to be a $70 game, hold on, chill. For $40 for early access, then you got something. And then nobody can't complain or bitch and moan because you already saying this game is still in process. But that's not what they're doing with these console games. They're bringing them out and they're charging you $70, and then they still don't have all the bells and whistles that they need to have. Like that, to me, I mean,
the bugs worked out.
Well, you're having some of that. I mean, it's not a regular thing. You got like you get game preview games that are coming out on Xbox. Right. You got Pal World. I mean, that's a game preview game. You got games like that. You've got a few different games that have come out on a fairly regular basis. It's not as many as on PC by far. I know PC has far more of them, so their catalog is easier to go through and find those inexpensive ones to get into. But it still exists. But yeah, if they had more of that on console and they were good games, it'd be great. But yeah, they are spending a lot of money. It's a lot. The budgets has spiraled out of control, and I understand wanting to make the production really spectacular, especially on a game to look good on console, and it takes a lot of effort and it takes time to do that. But yeah, it's compromising so badly that you lose crucial key components to your games I don't know. That's something you've really got to be careful about deciding. It affected Halo Infinite badly. I mean, it soured not just you, but a huge number of people that would have been playing or could have been playing it. And like you said, and then you compare it to something like Halo 5, where you had that was made really well, and you go, wait, this doesn't even really compare as well to that. What's going on? So it's frustrating. It's really frustrating.
Yeah, no, it's very
Sorry, here's the
frustrating. What
thing
you
with
gonna say?
that one, guys.
Go ahead.
Stop trying to make games as a service. Just bring a good
That's not
game
going to
out.
happen, Sir X-Man.
But let me finish. Just bring a good game out. Do like Joe, because that's all games as a service really is. And just have DLC people can have, like we used to. You know, you can have your outfits and things like that, but you know they're taking it too far and then they're ruining themselves. They're too busy thinking about all the add-ons instead of thinking about the game.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's true. That's true. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a great topic. It's just that it's one of those things. Like, you know, I got burned by Battlefield. Halo didn't burn me so much because, of course, there was Game Pass, and then there was a story mode, at least for Halo, that was really good. So, you know, so Halo gets a pass, but I still look at it sideways. I was gonna still give it that side eye every once in a while. But anyway, let me read this from DJ Bird. Thank you so much for the support, man. He said, let's go. He said, my Heat just finished slapping the Bulls for 8th seed in the playoffs. Heat culture. Miss Patty, please get that milk ready for Sir X-Man. Bro, it is a short panel tonight. So Sir X-Man, I don't know if Miss Patty could save us tonight. We in trouble.
DJ,
we are in trouble.
Bad DJ.
Oh my God. So
I'm all cleaned up for y'all and everything, and you just want to throw some shade again.
So let me read this with DJ Gamer. He says, see, what makes me mad is gamers outside Nintendo look at games from Japan and from Nintendo and they change it just because it's colorful Japanese graphics. I don't know so much about that. I think that the culture from Japanese games is much more acceptable than what they used to be. So I don't believe that too much. I think that that's you're kind of thinking like the old guard. I don't know. What do you think, Darth? Because I know that you're really big into anime. So what do you think?
Well, I was going to say, if anything, anime is getting more accepted over the years. You've got people that are growing up that have. I mean, I grew up in the old guard of anime back, you know, in the 70s and 80s when it first hit the U.S.
Transor Z, let's go. Yeah.
Star Blazers and crazy ass shows like that. Yeah,
yeah.
Good old shows.
Show
Astrobots. Let's go.
Oh God, yeah, great old shows, but. And then you start getting to the anime of like Akira in the 80s when it really hit its stride and it started that was this. I mean, that, in my opinion, I think of that as like the godfather of the anime that we're seeing now, is something like that inspired the creators that are making the shows now, like Attack on Titan and
Prince Planet started it all, though.
Well,
A
even
lot of people don't know
like
who
Bleach.
Prince Planet was.
Yeah, even like Bleach, you know, the big three shows. Even those shows, a lot of them credit like Akira as being this incredible creative inspiration and visual inspiration of what they could do with the medium, and then they take off with it. And seeing how colorful I mean, how many shows there are, how colorful they are, and how many people are watching them, how many more. I think that preconception of people looking at Nintendo and going, well, you know, it's just a kiddie game because it's colorful. You could say that, and I understand what JT's saying. I'm not in totally disagreement. There are people that still look at it like that. There are people that see Pokemon and go, shit. I mean, I've never really got into it, but I understand the draw, and if people like it, great, you know, more power to them. But when you see games like Persona, the Persona games are incredibly, you know, incredibly colorful, super flashy, colorful, silly with some of the things that you do in them, but they're so freaking popular. They're so incredibly popular.
Right.
I mean, they're making
RPGs.
they're making tons of money on that game right now. The whole series is just on fire, and because of it, I mean, but when you get into it, you realize it's, you know, it's a much more adult, like centered storylines, and it's much more deep than you think it is. So it looks superficial and flashy on the outside and colorful, but when you get to it, there's a whole lot more to it. So and I think people are seeing that, and it's pushing games to be better in that way too. So I think if anything, I see games kind of like kind of like those games, the Persona games, pushing Nintendo to kind of step outside of their comfort zone and maybe try to go toward, hey, let's maybe at some point in time, I haven't seen it yet, but I got a feeling Nintendo may eventually kind of go, maybe we need to go into these markets again, kind of like the old what is it, Eternal was it Eternal Shadow? Like, what the fuck is the name of the game? I can't think of the old Nintendo one. It was
Eternal Darkness.
Eternal Darkness, dummy.
Yes.
Yeah, that was their foray into a very adult game that they made themselves.
Loved it. Loved that game.
And seeing them come back and go, maybe we need to revisit something like this sometime. And I'd love to see these kind of successes help push Nintendo to go, hey, maybe we should try this again. Let's push this outside the envelope of what we're comfortable with.
No, it's actually what Persona is doing, and I've been saying this for since last year. Persona is hurting Square Enix and Final Fantasy.
Well, it is.
That's who is really hurting.
Square's hurting themselves.
Well, we know about playing on the PlayStation, but
no.
It's
more than that.
Innovation, as far as their innovation in the game, they have been surpassed with RPGs. Back then, PlayStation was the go. I mean, Final Fantasy was the go-to RPG. It really was, other than the ones on PC, but it was the go-to one. But they have been surpassed by so many others out there, not just by Persona, but other ones like it, like a Dragon. That has surpassed them.
I don't know if
it's still a variation.
Well,
of
maybe
RPG,
now, maybe now. Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't. Maybe you're right.
Yeah,
maybe
but
you're right.
those games. I'm sorry, I love Final Fantasies back in the day, but they look stagnant. When they come out with the games, they look like they haven't really changed anything.
No, they've changed dramatically.
They might have changed but not as dramatically as these newer ones are. Well, you know what I'm saying? The newer generations.
I get what you're trying to say, but no, I think what's hurt Square Enix is the exclusivity thing, which that's on. If people look at the poll, answer that. We'll get to that topic here. But not only for the exclusivity thing, which hurts Final Fantasy, it is the fact that they have tried to they listen to maybe the Western media and thought that if they came out with a more Devil May Cry type of style RPG and instead of keeping the traditional, because there's this thought in the West that we may not like the old traditional turn base, or that we're all about, I don't know, just action, not deep story. I don't know, but I think it's mostly from the Western media that kind of made Square Enix listen to the wrong people, and they made these games, and instead of giving the traditional Final Fantasy that we know and love, they've turned them all into hybrids, and they don't have a place, because Persona has stayed true to itself. It's only progressed graphically. The stories are still as dark as they ever been. But they also got that pop. It's just like what Darth was saying. They're all colorful. They're this and that. But then when you get into the game, you see how dark it is. Final Fantasy, the depth is insane. So that's one thing that they lost. I see more people complaining about Rebirth. I have not played Rebirth, so I'm not going to judge it. But I've seen more people complain about Rebirth for it being too cheesy and not as dark as what the original Final Fantasy VII used to be. So I don't know. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna support it. I'm gonna buy it on PC once it drops there. But the exclusivity thing definitely hurts it. But Final Fantasy has hurt themselves more than Square Enix hurt themselves more than anything than trying to chase the bag instead of they
didn't get no bag. They tried to chase the bags, but they didn't get no bag.
They got something. The PlayStation had to pay them in order to keep those games exclusive, so they got a bag.
It's full of cash. But they've blown a lot of it though too. Yeah, right. And the goodwill they've started squandering that as well. Unfortunately,
and they took 4 to 5 years to make the game, which was supposed to be a sequel.
Well, nobody's gonna trip out for that, sir. Actually,
nobody. What people were telling me is when they play it, they said this does not feel like the Final Fantasy VII remake. Now, in this game, than it did in the previous Final Fantasy that came out. They said it seems like a totally different game.
Well, it is supposed to be a
That's what people
pretty
are
much a
telling me.
different game. I mean, it's kind of like an
But it
ultra
was supposed to
universe
be
type of.
but it was supposed to be a continuation of that game.
I got
That's
you.
the problem.
Well,
Yeah.
I know, but it's like I said, I haven't played it, so I can't judge it on those merits. Only thing that I know from what I've listened to people who has played it, and they've talked about what's missing is that it doesn't have the dark tone like it used to, and it's gotten too it's gotten too cheesy. It's not. It's trying to be more fun in other categories instead of being more serious. I guess I don't know, but that's what I've heard from the people who's been playing it. I have
not the
heard that.
Final Fantasies I grew up on.
Well,
so
right,
they
and
would,
it's
yeah.
and I've even heard people say that Final Fantasy 16 is much more of a serious game than Final
Oh,
Fantasy
yeah.
Rebirth.
Oh no,
So-
I have it on PS5.
Oh,
I've-
okay,
I've-
okay.
I've played 16. Oh yeah, no. So, well, the big gripe about 16 is it doesn't feel like a Final Fantasy game exactly because it's so focused on I mean, it feels more like Dragon's Dogma than it feels like a Final Fantasy game. It's
See.
it's a very different kind of game. And it's an action RPG is what it is. It's not a turn-based at all.
Right.
And it's an enjoyable game. I like the game a lot. I think it's a great game. But when you really get down to it, when I was watching it, I was so struck. The story was so much like Game of Thrones. I mean, a lot like Game of Thrones. And it had all the the beats of like the music and everything, and the designs that were excellent. The graphics were really great. I mean, for what it was, it still struggles with things, but it's still a good-looking game, and it's an enjoyable game. But yeah, it's different. It's not the same Final Fantasy I think a lot of people were expecting, and there were a lot of diehard fans that didn't like it. I've talked to there's a lot of hardcore fans that love it and love the characters, the voice work, and everything, but it's just not quite the same, and so it didn't have the same appeal. It sold a bunch, but I think a lot of people were expecting something else.
To me,
Right.
they got to come back to the soul of anything below Final Fantasy 12. They need to come back to the soul of that.
No,
Final Fantasy 7, 8,
I thought
9,
Final Fantasy 15 was where it was not their peak, but their
sorry, I can't make it. Final Fantasy 13 was the one that changed everything, and they
No, it
changed
did.
the way they started doing everything.
right.
So, I mean, I don't know why they took away from the true traditional turn-based.
I
when they
don't
made that.
I don't mind them going to action or action
Yeah,
oriented
yeah.
game. But they
Yeah.
don't. But call it Final Fantasy something else. Don't call it. Don't make it. Don't turn it into.
The mainline sequel.
Yes, right.
Yeah,
Like
you call it 16, people are like, oh, 16, right on. And they
Right.
play it and they're like, what is this? What, this
that
seriously.
that was the same problem
Yeah.
that the Halo 5 had. Because Halo 5, if it was called something else instead of Halo 5, if it was called the search for Master Chief
The
or
search for
something,
Locke
or
or
no,
something,
the search for Chief.
If they made
or-
it a
yeah.
side game, basically. If they
Yes,
said this is an adjacent game to the main series.
right,
Here we're going to try something. Let's see how it works.
Oh,
Right.
like they did with Halo Reach. Yes. Do
Right.
it like
Yeah,
they did with
exactly.
Halo
Right.
Reach.
Exactly.
And
If they would have
ODST.
called it exactly, if they
Yeah.
would have called it something else like that,
Mhm.
I think it would have completely made people go, "Oh, okay, so it's not a mainline. It's
Mhm.
not a direct sequel because it really doesn't fit that way."
No,
And it was an excellent game, and I think people, like you said, they looked at it narrowly and said, "This doesn't fit exactly in what I expected it to be, so I don't like it."
right.
And I
That's
think
exactly what
that's
it
the
is.
same. Yeah, and then Final Fantasy 16 struggles a little bit with that. I think
Mhm.
you're dead right. I think if it was an adjacent game, if it was a subtitled game, if it was Final Fantasy and you gave it a name, followed the main characters and said it was some this or battle of whatever and made it that, great. Then it probably would have let people know, oh, okay, so this isn't a sequel to 15, and so it's not directly in line. So great. Yeah.
Right.
It's like Halo,
yeah.
the TV show. People
Exactly.
don't understand that that's a prequel. That's
Yeah.
way before the Halo universe. And that's
But that's a different thing,
What-
though, Sir X-Man, because the
right. No, but it's still, I'm just giving it base general.
Well,
It-
because-
it's
I get
in
what
the
you're
same
after.
channel
Yeah,
of the
I know what he's
situation,
saying.
right?
Yeah.
So
You know,
they should have
yeah.
separated the lock mission like that.
Well, no,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you don't know that. Well, that's why I said one of the biggest problems with that. But I'm, I'm talking about the games per se, not the Halo show, because the Halo show is doing fine. People get it. People that's watched the show, they got it.
They
Halo
get
is
it
doing fine.
now,
Well,
but a lot of people didn't get it. But we
no,
ain't gonna talk about the show.
yeah, but again, this is the one thing I think that's the biggest problem with going on with content creators and social media. Everybody is looking for engagement, and they will do any and every damn thing to get that engagement, even twist something that is right blatant in your face. And you could say the sky is blue today, and that person could be right next to you, but then just because of engagement purposes, no, this guy's not blue, and then alter some shit. It's weird how people do shit. So, but
For
no,
the clicks,
yeah,
K-Mega, for the clicks.
it's all for the click. So I don't know, man, but yeah, but Final Fantasy, I mean, Square is hurting themselves. I mean, you can see, but the main thing, and since, I mean, let me get to this topic.
Please, it's good.
Yes,
We're good.
We're good. All right, so let's move on. So speaking of a TV show, Sir X-Man, Fallout's Resurgence. Will it make Xbox keep the Fallout games multi-plat due to the new hype for the franchise after the TV series, or will Xbox have a different change of heart and maybe want to try to keep these games, the Fallout main game, an exclusive or Xbox PC game? Yeah, what do you think, Sir X-Man? Do you think Xbox is going to keep it a multi-plat?
I'm not sure, because remember, the original Fallouts were never released on they were only on PlayStation, Xbox.
On PC.
So,
No.
Xbox and PC, they weren't
Or if you're talking old Fallout, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Right, old Fallout was not on PlayStation until later.
Right.
They did a remasters for those. So, no, I think they'll keep Fallout, like, they might keep it multi-plat, the new one. It depends on how big the popularity is and how favorable it is to their console coming up. But you ain't gonna see another Fallout for years, so we don't have to worry about that. So the game is doing good. Let it thrive. The show is a 10 out of 10, and it better get an Emmy or a Grammy or something, whatever that other award is. It's that
An
worthy.
Emmy.
It's one of the best shows, and I've seen a lot of shows. It's one of the best shows I've seen this year, and I was not expecting that. Was not expecting that. So, hope the show brings more people to watch it, and unfortunately, it's gonna have to give Amazon Prime Video more customers because the word of mouth about the show, so they're gonna make money over there too. But I feel Microsoft's gonna make a decision, but you got years until the next Fallout because they're too busy working on so many other projects right now. So nobody will know. Maybe they'll do a Vegas.
Well, they're already working on the Fallout game, so I mean, I think it's slated here in a couple. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't show a trailer to it coming up June. I think it's a couple of years away.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna talk about the June because I know I'm looking for other things other than Fallout to see at this June show.
Well, I get that.
Fallout ain't one of them. So, but if it comes out and people are interested and want to go deep dive into that world, more power to them. I hope they enjoy it.
But do you think because of the success, will the game still remain to be a multi-plat, or do you think that Xbox might consider, like, man, this game is a hit, people they're clamoring for it, maybe we just go ahead and keep it Xbox PC? What do you think?
Well, all the other Fallouts are multi-plat, so I assume Microsoft's going to treat that like Battlefield. Certain games that existed as multi-plats now, Microsoft will carry that tradition on. Like, people think Doom, they want Doom on another Bethesda game to be just Xbox only. No, let it flow where it go. If it was a multi-plat before, let it stay a multi-plat. Let your new your new regular independent IPs that are tradition, let them stay on Xbox. But stuff that's been there, keep making that money. Let it move over and play. Nobody's worried about Fallout like that because it's a single player. It's
what you mean nobody plays one of the
most
successful RPGs?
Let me finish. That's why you didn't let me finish. Fallout is one of those RPGs that's a single player game. that has the history of what it is, where Sony players will buy that if it comes out. They don't care who produces it. So that's money. And that is the truth.
Okay.
So let it go over there and let them have their fun, dude.
Okay. All right. Okay. So,
Mhm.
if people, if you seeing this gameplay, this is Tales of Arise. So, if you're
I
interested,
know. I got that downloaded. I can't wait to get into that
yeah,
game.
jump and
When
try
I
it.
finish
It's on
Tomb
Game
Raider,
Pass as well. I mean, I bought it day one, but
I
yeah,
already
it's on
got it
Game Pass, so try
downloaded.
it out.
I already got it
Um,
downloaded.
but Darth, your thoughts about this, man? I mean, because of the success of Fallout, do you think Xbox might reconsider, or do you agree with Sir X Man and think that the game is still going to remain to be a multiplayer and just make money?
I don't know. I don't know. I think. Hey, how's it going, Ham?
Oh, he's
Yo,
here. He's
Yeah,
here.
yeah. He
I
He's
dropped
passed
here.
on.
out.
That
My
that
bad.
that PC finally got he finally got that
Man,
that
what are
oil
you
that it
talking
needs, man.
about?
That PC finally working, huh? Damn, boy. That man
Get
said
that smile off your face.
that PC over there hurting, boy,
Oh, hi.
ladies and
Thanks for
gentlemen.
checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Oh, there's, you know, Sir X Man.
Hey.
Let me get the go ahead, Darth. Let me go ahead and fix this camera, man. Because I mean, you know, he might not could turn on his camera because his PC has just now gotten warmed up
Oh,
on
well,
the
yeah.
podcast.
It's taxing. It's taxing. I
It is.
understand.
It's
that
tough.
raggedy.
Want to cool it down.
Fuck y'all.
Fucking about to open my window. It fucking get hot in here.
Man.
That's only when you turn
Jesus.
on your PlayStation, Darth.
Oh no! That stays off right now. I keep my Xbox and my PlayStation off. The PC's enough for this fucking room.
Right.
Yeah, one machine at a time. As far as Fallout is concerned, I wouldn't. Like they said, they did say that anything existing that they were looking at it from that standpoint. I think there was an allusion to any, not just new IPs, but any newer releases in the series. I don't think they were, I think they were a little cagey about if that was going to remain in the production line for other consoles and other things. I'm sure PC is going to be part of that equation, but yeah, I don't know outside of that. Although I would say Microsoft has been very chummy with making deals with Nintendo, and it's also that's dependent on the hardware, obviously, because Switch is going to be a difficult thing. You'd have to go outside and have somebody build it for them. But one of the people in chat, shoot, who was it? I got to go back and take a peek. Somebody made a suggestion that Fallout, an older Fallout game like Fallout 3, could be ported from like a 360 version or a slightly boosted version of that for like the Switch. And I said that'd actually be brilliant, and that would sell a ton. To sate the people that are seeing the show and they want to get a Fallout fix, and they're like, I got a Switch. What do we do? That'd be smart. That'd be smart to do. That'd be way to make some quick money.
Wow, Nintendo people can rub it in. Look, we got Fallout 3 over here, and you don't.
Well,
they would rub it in because they don't have backwards compatibility over there.
And I think Nintendo they'd have no problem with that. Yeah, bring it. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it right now.
We'll even give you a bag, Microsoft. Bring it over here.
Funny. All right.
I'm waiting for Master Chief to show up in a fucking Smash Brothers game, for God's sake.
Man,
right.
Well, now,
no,
Smash
actually,
Brothers.
Master Chief is in a Smash Brothers game. He's over
Is
there.
he? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
he's in there. Yes, he's in there.
I thought
He's not on
I
his
couldn't
latest
remember.
one. He's not on the latest one.
The previous one, my son was playing, and he had
Okay.
Master Chief in there.
But yeah, no, and it's up in the air because the main guy who creates who oversees Smash, he's retiring. Him and his wife are retiring. They're the ones. They're a two-team group, and they're the ones that oversee Smash from the very beginning. So and they're looking for a predecessor. And so right now, Nintendo those people are not going to allow just somebody to come in to tear up their baby. So Nintendo's got to find the right predecessor for them to just say, okay, we'll give you the green light to go ahead and do it. But they're done with it unless, I guess, Nintendo give them a huge bag. But we'll see. But Xbox is, and I've said this before, going back to rumors about them having a fighting studio, that they'll be trying to work on their own arena fighter or rumble fighter, whatever that those type of fighters are called. So it makes sense. But I don't know. We'll see. But Ham Solo, the situation with Fallout, the show. I finally seen the first episode of Fallout last night. Really good. But do you think because of the success of this show that Xbox might have second thoughts and say, look, this show is already green light for a second season. Fallout now is gone up in sales all over the place. Would they consider of making the next Fallout game come out to be exclusive only on Xbox PC, or do you think that they'll just go ahead and just let everybody have a taste?
Ah, man. I mean, I honestly think they might give everybody this story, to be honest. And it's because it's just like, why wait until 5?
Yeah.
To make it exclusive. And that's kind of like my whole thing about it. And at the same time, I think Microsoft's like money motivation is much higher now after seeing something like this happen.
Oh yeah.
Like this, like it's almost like they may want to tell themselves, and whether we like it or not, because I feel like a lot of people get it fucked up, right? As if like we're doing this podcast and we're gonna be lying to you in your face. I mean, just because I don't exactly like something doesn't mean I'm gonna sit there and like talk about like what they're not gonna do. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, yeah, it's gonna be exclusive. It's gonna be exclusive. It has to be exclusive. Xbox, they don't care about money from other people. They don't want to make other people look silly on their own platforms at all. No. Xbox totally does. I bet Phil Spencer rolled over when he got out of bed, looked at his phone, and just started busting out laughing like, oh, look at these motherfuckers. They ain't got a game. I'm all up in your top 25, bitch.
Oh, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can only imagine like some of the folks that not like Satya Nadella and stuff like that, just rolling over, waking up, and just seeing the numbers that they're getting from their competitors, and they can't do nothing about it. They got to just sit there and watch, just so they can get their crumbs out of the situation as well. So it's just like, I'm gonna sit here and tell you exactly what I think, and not what I want, because what I want has nothing to do with it. And I think a lot of people that do podcasts just sit around for 2 hours and tell you what they want, and it's supposed to be the truth. And I'm telling you right now that I wouldn't be surprised to see them put Fallout 5 on a PlayStation, on PC, probably not Switch, but if they did, it'd be nuts. It'd be nuts. I just have to see them switch specs because I just don't know if it can hold something like that. That's a heavy game. It's very dense. But yeah, I could totally see that. I mean, come on, man. I mean, like I said, you got Fallout 76 and Fallout 4 in their top 25 right now. And to be able to do that, I mean, I'd be surprised if that game was selling anything before the show. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a few people were excited and went out and bought it, but like after the show got hot, like me included, Twitter, the feed started looking very Fallouty. You know what I'm saying? And keep in mind, you can get it on Game Pass. Fallout 4, I believe, is or was on PlayStation Plus. I know it's in their like game list or whatever that they had prior a while back, and it's been on PC for pennies on the dollar for a long time. So to see something that was irrelevant 2 weeks ago, and now it has some crazy percentage, like 7,500 up. Like I've heard people say, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I ain't never heard somebody say I'm gonna keep it 7,500.
Right.
Which, like that number doesn't even sound real. Like what the fuck? Where'd you get that percentage?
But dude, Fallout 4 is selling for $4.99 on PlayStation right now.
There you go.
Yep.
And it's an old game that they weren't gonna make. They weren't
Mark-
planning on making money like that
Oh,
again for that
yeah.
game.
Oh, dude,
No.
marked
So
down
this-
from $20. Yeah, they're jumping on this right now. They're like, dude, let's sell this now. Yeah.
Why the hell not? And then on top of it, everyone's sitting around waiting for the upgrade to come out, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Bro, that it might be a low costing game right now, but they're I mean a lot of money. That's a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
Yeah.
Sony's gonna jack the price up on them. Sony's gonna jack the price up on them.
They can't jack. I mean,
No, it says so $4.25. Yeah, it's gonna go back
Yeah.
to $20 shortly.
yeah, it's gonna go
Oh
back
yeah,
to
they're gonna make
$20.
money.
Yeah, it's under
Yeah.
a sale right now. So
76 has been doing their sales for their microtransactions and events and stuff like that lately as well. And those things have been flying off the shelves.
But
That's
what is
supposed to be like a horrible Fallout from like everybody. Like the last several years now, you've heard nothing but negativity about Fallout 76.
Well, they've been
And
building,
now
they've been
everybody's
building
jumped
up
on
on
it.
it.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
they're building up on it. They've been trying to fix it, and it's a far better game, obviously, than it was. And how
Here's
can
the
it
big
not
one,
be?
guys? Over there, they say, "Who wants to play old games?" Look at what they playing.
It just needs to
Mhm.
like the only thing Fallout needs to do right now is get that cross platform shit pumping. Like I feel like the game's fine, but like it stinks that I can't turn on my Xbox and continue from where I left off. And I understand it's a game
play
that came
anywhere,
out
yeah.
after the purchase.
yeah,
I mean, it's a game that came out before the purchase. Excuse me.
yeah.
It's a game that came out clear before the purchase. And if you've noticed, like any game that came out after the purchase has been cross compatible. But I think if they did something like that with a game like Warframe, I don't see why they couldn't do it with Fallout.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Warframe is massive.
Yeah, Warframe is killing it. I remember when I first started playing Warframe, I played it was on PlayStation. It came out on PlayStation first, and then it finally came to Xbox. And so yeah, and just to see how much it's grown, it's crazy. It is crazy.
The game almost has like a 4,000 achievement score. It's that big.
It's huge. It's insane. I'm not even going to show Chris Coleman's bullshit, but I just had to say this, right? Like even today, these guys still want to try to shit on Starfield. Let me just make this point. He said Starfield didn't even move because he's saying Starfield didn't move. He basically just said that it's not Microsoft, it's Bethesda. We all know that Bethesda made those games, but they are owned by Microsoft. Let's not forget that. But while you're over here talking about Starfield, let this be the case and the fact. Starfield to this day is outsold Spider-Man 2. But you said Starfield didn't move, so what's that say about Spider-Man? That's all I need to tell you. All right.
Did
Yeah.
Starfield outsell Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
I wonder where their numbers are because I didn't see those numbers. I don't know what Starfield sales numbers look like.
But regardless of that, let's just in the first part of it, Spider-Man kicked ass, but there, Starfield is gone on sale. Spider-Man has gone on sale. Starfield is outselling, and the fact of it is people are still playing more Starfield than they are playing Spider-Man. All you got to do is look at the
I
hours.
know that for sure.
Yeah, so just look at that. So
More people are playing Major League Baseball from Sony than on the PlayStation. What you got to say to that, young man?
yeah, so I mean, it's pretty crazy why y'all keep talking about that Starfield ain't did this, Starfield ain't did that. Like, but it's so if you want to just say, hey, the sales, Spider-Man sold more, fine. It didn't, but okay, it didn't, but okay, but you can't dispute hours. I mean, I'm sorry that Sony finessed the hell out of y'all and only gave y'all a weekend of game for $70. But when you look at the time of what game, the only game, I think it's the most played game of 2023. It outpaced Baldur's Gate 3. So much so that the media,
I remember.
Yeah. The media is over here trying to say, well, in these stats, it shows, well, it showed that there's a whole month of these stats. They didn't give Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 was in early access, people. They didn't say that. It was available to gamers before Starfield even dropped.
Only on PC.
Yeah, but only on PC. But shit, that's where it's so.
That's a big platform.
That's its biggest platform. So that should tell you something. And Starfield did.
He got excited again. You know what happens when he gets
It
excited
cooked.
on the mic?
It cooked.
I know his chin probably tickling the mic.
It cooked. It cooked.
You're tingling, K-Mega. Yes, you are. You're tingling, brother.
All right. Whatever. So regardless, but I just wanted to make that point. So keep saying that Starfield ain't didn't do anything. I mean, it is what it is.
Worry about your games.
I mean, it's funny.
Our games.
It's funny that you say that, right? Like that people feel the need to have to say Starfield didn't do that good when it was literally on that chart for the most played games in 2023.
Right.
It's like, but there was like, well, what was it like there's like little to no PlayStation exclusive games for Sony's side. It was all like a bunch of like third party games like Fortnite and Call of Duty and stuff like that on there. So I thought that was interesting.
But you know what game beat all of them? That's right behind Starfield, right in front of Starfield. It is that Harry Potter game. Yeah. That one blew everybody away.
Right. No,
and neither one of them
outsold,
were nominated
Call of Duty
for Game of the Year.
Right.
Well,
neither
they wouldn't
one of them voted for not Game of the Year. Right. I'm sorry. That's a travesty.
It is.
But we ain't going down that road. But that really is a travesty, dude.
It is. It is. But
and they weren't like they were bad games, K-Mega. They were not bad games.
No, they're not.
No,
they're
were
not
good games.
They're great games. I mean, they're fantastic games.
Exactly. They were Game of the Year quality games, definitely.
Yep.
So
the Spider-Man sure was not.
Anyway, but let's keep it moving. I mean, I do think I agree with everybody on the panel for the most part that if when a new Fallout does drop. And there was somebody in the chat that was bringing up and saying that once the show is over, the hype for Fallout will be done. But it was just like I explained to him in the chat, like season 2 drops, I'm pretty sure that's when the new Fallout will drop and the hype will be all back again. So, I mean, mean,
that would be nice, right? The new Fallout coming out when season 2 drops. I don't know how much.
I think it's gonna be out there before that, though.
It'd be nice.
No, I think that's the perfect strategy. I think that's exactly what they're going to do.
Well, if they don't do it for season 2, season 3, they need to shoot. Well, I think the show has some legs. I mean, from what I've seen, it's been so successful. They're like, oh my God, let's keep going with this. They're going to push this as far as they can. So it's a moneymaker for them.
You've seen all of it too, right, Darth?
I've seen most of it. Haven't seen it all. Not all of it.
Hams, did you see all of Fallout 2? You seen all of the original the Fallout?
The Fallout show?
Yeah. I watched the whole thing. Me and my wife.
Man.
So
I wish you guys watched this so we could talk about it.
My wife was behind me, and check this out. Like I went into my room to go play games, and I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" She's like, "I'm gonna go watch my show." And I was like, "Oh." So it's like that, and she don't know nothing about Fallout, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just that good of a show.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be a fan of Fallout, and that's how I felt about Ark. Yeah, Ark animated.
Oh, that was
series.
so good. That was so good. I can't wait for season 2, dude.
Their X-Men doesn't play Ark like that.
Nope. But that's
Their X-Men doesn't play Ark like that. But that show was hot.
Ooh. That one I will give a 9. I will give a 9. I give Fallout a 10. Sure. I'm sorry. I like Halo.
I agree with you. Fallout is a bit better, and I have to give hats off because they're doing it all like real, right?
Yes,
compared to Ark where it's all animated, right? So you can do anything with animation.
Of course.
And it's so gory though. Ark is so
that first
gory,
episode
dude.
of Ark makes you
Oh my God. I was like, the dinosaur, what happened to that? I'm not giving nothing away, but what happened to that kid, I was not expecting that.
Right? That's a fact. That was messed up.
But Ark is worth it. And I'm sorry, I like Halo Season 2, but I'm sorry, Fallout blew it away, dude. Fallout.
I have to see Halo.
You have to see it.
I have to see Halo 2 Season 2 first before I'll make that determination.
Wait a minute, you haven't finished Halo Season 2?
I haven't even started it yet.
Oh my god,
bro! I've been busy. I'm unlike you. I play games and then I'm busy and then you know what I'm saying, I got to
make it happen.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm capping because I beat Tales of Arise and its DLC. Cap that, sucker.
Did you lose your Paramount Plus subscription?
Man, watching Friends.
You lost your Paramount Plus subscription.
I just told no, hell no. My wife will not allow it. She watches all that. She watch all every last one of those apps. So no, that
I'm waiting for you to watch both of them, and then you can.
Don't worry, Sir X Man. He'll get to it after Real Housewives of Atlanta.
You know what? Me and you should do a show.
Actually,
and have
Frasier.
Dark in there, and then have a spoiler day for our opinions of Fallout.
I watched the first episode. I told
the first one. The first one. No, it's not enough. You have to watch the whole.
I told you I was going to watch some more this weekend. Why are you acting like I didn't say that to you earlier?
No, you said some more.
Sir X-Man, did you finish Fallout?
Oh, I finished. I binge watched the whole thing, dude. I couldn't stop. I was like, I was getting myself a Red Bull because I couldn't sleep. It was so good, dude.
No. I was asking you that. I was asking you that because on Sunday, me and Matt and a bunch of people are, and I mean, maybe if you want to show up at some point a little bit, but on Sunday, we're gonna be doing a spoiler cast for the show.
What day? What time? Do you know what time yet?
I think it's gonna be like 5 or 6 Central.
I might be able to. I might be able to do that. I might be able to do that, Tam. That might work.
Yeah, but just go into the chat. But like, just go into the chat, and then
if you
want to come,
let you know, right? I'll just let you.
Yeah. If you want to hop on, just let me know in the chat, and I'll send you a DM on Twitter.
Yeah, because I should be finished because I'm packing up.
I got other stuff.
But Sunday I'm gonna be free.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Look, can we get on?
Keep
to
on
what
rolling.
we gotta do? Yeah, keep on.
You mad because he didn't see it? Look at him. That's what he doing.
I'm not worried. You know what? I probably ain't gonna see it now. I'm not even. I probably say fuck it. I'm not even gonna watch it.
It's
now.
okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
Fuck you guys.
They make it like, I don't want no Jello no more.
Fuck
After what I
he
wants some cupcakes so bad he don't know what to do, dude. He wants to eat a cupcake so bad.
I don't
Stop talking about food, damn it.
Yeah, I don't want a cupcake. I don't want a cupcake.
No,
I
you
love
don't
that
know,
movie
Dark.
Life.
You don't know, Dark. Cupcakes is K-Mega's favorite food.
Oh.
It is not my
It is
favorite
his
food.
favorite food.
It is not my favorite food. Pizza
It's
my
your favorite
food.
sweet.
Pizza.
Pizza's my favorite food. Yeah.
Oh.
Or breakfast.
You
yeah.
goddamn Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, you goddamn right. Cowabunga. Anyway, let's move on.
All right.
All right. So, all right, more Xbox games is in the top 25 on PlayStation than PlayStation games itself. So, let's go ahead. Oh shit. Oh, there's Hokage. There we go. All right.
You gotta fix your cameras. You gotta fix your cameras. Time for Streamlab.
Good Lord.
God, did this man just sit there and go ha ha ha? Anyway, and just for that, I'm not worried about it. Husky,
I'm throwing slander at you because you didn't see Fallout. All right.
I seen the first episode. I told you, sucker.
Don't feel bad. I saw the first 2 episodes. I've seen the first 2. It's really good. It's really good.
You almost didn't want to turn it off, did you? I know the feeling.
Listen, I was doing some other stuff. I'm gonna try my best to finish it by next week, but it's really good though.
Don't worry, you're gonna finish it before K-Mega. He won't finish it for 6-7 months.
Man,
He's got things to do, man.
But I got things to do.
Play games.
I play games, make love. That's what I do.
That's cap.
Hey.
No, that's capping that ass. Anyway, that's it. Anyway.
Hey, you might see something like that fall out.
You
gotta learn to combine those things. Come on.
Oh no, you can't, man. If you're watching TV,
you gotta coordinate.
And doing the pants off dance at the same time, boy. Shit is wrong in your household. I don't know. Anyway, all right, there we go. The cameras is set. Okay, what's happening, man?
He getting excited again. You can tell. The mic.
God. Let me put the mic down. Man. Okay, hold on. All right, there we go. What's going on with you, Hokage? Is it that?
What's going on, man? Sorry I'm late, man. We have we have a local festival that happens like this time of the year, and we go every year. So the kids were, hey, we're going. So that's why I'm a little late today, but.
Family comes first, always, bro.
Yeah, you
always.
gotta go
Always.
spend time with the kids, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Kids first, no doubt about it.
Yeah, we haven't really got to the first topic. We just got to the first topic now.
No, we finished it. We're good.
Second one right now.
No, he was getting ready to talk about the list of the PlayStation.
Yeah, if
games.
you shut the hell up so I can talk about it. Damn. See, now if this was liquor, I would have told you to shut the hell up and you would have got quiet because I would have said it in a different tone.
And see what happened to him? He got punished.
I didn't get punished. Anyway. All right. So let me hit this. Here we go. All right. So can you hear me? Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So as you can see with this list right here, Akage, explain this to me, man? This strategy that Xbox is doing by putting games out here, right? Like everybody was hating it, and they're just talking so much shit about it. But at the end of the day, is it looking like Xbox is in a prime position right now when you look and see this graph right here with all the green, and this is PlayStation's store. I mean, look at this. Call of Duty is number 2. Fortnite, it's on everything, and that's free.
Yeah.
Call of Duty 70. You got number 7, Overwatch. You got Sea of Thieves. I mean, come on, man. Are you kidding me? Sea of Thieves is beating everything that's PlayStation except for Helldivers 2. And then I just found out Helldivers 2 is not even owned PlayStation game. I guess they paid the publisher.
No, it's just published.
Yeah, it's just published. But it's not. Yeah, so it's not a PlayStation like I thought it was a first party game, but it's not.
No, it's a third party.
Fallout 4 is number 16. Minecraft is 19. Fallout 76 is 20. Grounded is 23. And
oh man,
bro, Fallout 76 and Minecraft is outdoing a brand new game that's going to be coming out here next week, Stellar Blade, and Grounded is outdoing The Rise of Ronin. What the hell, man? Is Xbox?
AK Mega, who called David Aker? Who called you remember who David Aker is, right?
Yes.
The kicker?
Yes.
Because Final Fantasy got punted. What happened, bro?
Bro, it is. Where is the Final Fantasies, bro? Where's the Final Fantasies? Where is
that 10 out of 10? Where'd it go?
Where did that 10 out of?
Can I say what I said on your show earlier, Ham?
Yeah, absolutely. Because Sir X-Man was spitting some facts. I can't. I'll give him his. I'll give him his flowers for that one.
I don't want to. Mostly 90% of those games on there are all multiplayer games. What has Sony been starving for? Multiplayer games.
Well,
that's
4,
why those
Fallout
games
4
are so popular.
Well, yeah, there's only 3 games on there that's
like
not
I said,
multiplayer.
90%, 90 to 95% of those games on that list are all multiplayer games. Doesn't matter where it all comes from, they're all multiplayer. Sony's been crying for multiplayer games ever since PS5 and near the end of PS4. And this is the only way they can get them. And guess who has the majority of those multiplayer games? Microsoft now.
Yeah, with them purchasing ABK, that literally like.
So guess who out there getting paid, K Mega? Say who getting paid out here, K Mega?
Man, I mean the stands need to be saying it. We already know, but Hokage, your thoughts about this list, man? I mean, this is PlayStation Store, and Xbox is over here cooking.
Listen, I'm just gonna refer back to what Sir X-Man just said. Like, one, they have been starving for those games. And the only reason those games weren't so-called outside of Call of Duty and Overwatch, but the only reason those games were considered not successful games or considered not good games is because they weren't on PlayStation. Like that's that whole you want to call it Xbox tax, whatever you want to call it, but it seems like any game that's not on PlayStation is a bad game. But it don't. That's not everybody, but a lot of times that's the whole. From what I've seen, just being out there on the internet, you get a lot of it. So but they've been starving for multiplayer games. That's kind of the reason Sony, Jim Ryan, decided to do that push they had what it was the last showcase or whatever it was they had, that State of Play, where they announced like 8 multiplayer games, like a bunch of multiplayer games coming out, because they were missing out on their money. They're missing it in their catalog. They got a bunch of movie games, games that have great cutscenes, they look good, you know what I'm saying, but they don't have any games that's gonna help generate their revenue that, for instance, Sea of Thieves has been doing. Fallout, outside of Fallout, but that's what Sea of Thieves has been giving. Call of Duty, they don't have that first party game that generates their revenue that they need to keep making those big booming single player games, because as we've seen from the numbers, people aren't buying those single player exclusives like they used to. You know what I'm saying? I said it before, I think the last episode. The PlayStation is just a Call of Duty 2K box. Like that's what most of my friends I know, they literally, some of them play some of the exclusives, but most of them Call of Duty, NBA 2K. And they gotta have the specs for the PS Pro. The PS Pro came out, supposedly came out. Everybody's been talking about it. And I've seen so many people just on my timeline, from Facebook to Twitter to other places, reposting or resharing it. Oh, I gotta get this. 99.7% of them people that was sharing that and posting it, all they play is Call of Duty and 2K. And an occasional, you want a PS Pro just to play Call of Duty. I got you. You need that advantage. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, the whole hype of the PlayStation exclusives, or PlayStation is the best place to play, or we're dominating the market. You're dominating the market simply because, like, it's not from your games. Your single player games aren't moving units like they should be, or like you would think they would be. I don't care what anyone says. When you have, supposedly, the PS5 has what? Let's just round up to say close to 50 million units sold.
Yep.
And your single player exclusive games are only have like a 10 to 11%, 10 to 15% attach rate. You know what I'm saying? So you're only that literally what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Why are you guys not buying or supporting those single player exclusives? I do. Like I love the single player exclusive. Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorite games. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man was amazing. Like I play those games. God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. I love both of those games. But why everybody else ain't buying them games? But I digress. But like I said, they're missing multiplayer games, and we're seeing it. Like I said, and then like the X with Microsoft buying ABK, that just gives them that foothold until
they don't know how to make a multiplayer game. That's why they got Bungie.
There you go.
Oh,
there you go.
But you can't do nothing if Sony ain't got no servers over there to help them out.
And apparently, Bungie has to say so apparently, because Bungie low key was the reason they canceled was it Last of Us Factions? Bungie had a kind of hand in saying, "Hey, this don't look good."
This shit trash.
And they went it basically, and they came. It wasn't too much long after, like, yeah, we're gonna leave it where it is. We're not gonna put that out. But once again,
yeah, Meg, I'm gonna speak real quick if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead. As y'all see,
and I'm just saying, like,
Crossfire X right here. Shout out to of the great Crossfire X. I was cooking these fools.
I had fun with Crossfire X.
Get that game up out of here. Don't nobody care about that. See, that's how I know you ain't playing no games right now. You showing old content right now. Ain't nobody jamming this shit. You can't even.
He's not on PlayStation. He can play old content. He's on Xbox.
Whatever. Okay. Anyways.
This sucker.
I'm just saying, yo, I thought King Thrash had to say this, MBG had to say this, all these folks out here trying to say there's this pedestal, right? There's this proverbial pedestal, right? Well, if there's a pedestal for these games, Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, Ragnarok, Last of Us, Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank, whatever, all the pedestal games, right? That pedestal's high, right? But that pedestal ain't never in the top 25. So like what? So like what are we really doing over here? I'm not like maybe it is right when it releases for a little bit, but where's the get back or comeback for any of these? Just think about this for a half a second. Sony just did a whole generation, damn near, of remakes, but none of them top like Fallout just did, like 76 just did.
Still this, baby.
I mean, I'm just saying basic shit. You guys spent all that money to remake some shit, but y'all can't beat a $4.99 game right now.
Damn.
What y'all doing? What y'all spending all that money for?
Oh, he found the hammer.
And then on top of it, y'all closing studios. Little Big Planet is confirmed to be servers gone. Like it's just like the multiplayer games that you guys do have control over. You guys don't know how to maintain. It's wild. Bungie comes into your space and the first DLC they drop does shit. You know, if that was over on Xbox, if Xbox would have copped that and then they had that first season come out and they did like shit, they'd be like, that's the Xbox effect.
Yep.
Where's that PlayStation effect though?
Hit that
You know what I'm saying? To me, this is like basic shit that usually gets thrown in our face, but the streets are quiet right now because it's Sony that's looking silly.
Looking dry. They looking dry.
So I mean, like, I'm just sitting here wondering, like, you know, when's Sony gonna pick up its PlayStation mans? Like, when are you gonna pick it up? Because right now, the last thing y'all told me is April 2025. That's wild. I remember when Starfield, what was that? Redfall got delayed. We said 2022 is done. It's cooked. And it was. So what y'all gonna say about PlayStation? Let's keep that same energy. Y'all said at the beginning of the year, before even April came around, y'all said not until next April. Not this April, son. Next April. Y'all said that back in February.
April Fool.
And we don't even know what game you're talking about for 2020. At least we knew it was Starfield and Redfall. The fuck are you guys doing? What game is it going to be that's coming out in April 2025? Don't you dare hit me with no fair games.
Oh, don't do it.
Because I'm not sure how fair that game's going to be when it comes out.
Oh, my God.
It might be rough. But then again, if it's anything like... if it's a smoother, more kind of exciting experience in the finals, shit, I'll give it a try. If they got something hot, I'll play. But I tell you right now, ain't a Sony product right now that has that has multiplayer that I'm interested in right now. I love Ghost of Tsushima. You put me in that multiplayer spot. I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
This shit was hot.
Can I throw some slander? Please? Sony about to hit that 30-year-old wall.
Was Ham done, though? I don't think Ham was done. Ham was
on
Demon.
He's taking a drink. I knew he was
Ham was on Demon Time.
I got to...
and you gonna take this man.
But yeah, you stop me in a minute when I'm on Demon Time. God damn it.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to add something to Ham because we discussed it a little bit. Sony's problem is they will spend money on trying to innovate a new console and new peripherals, but not on their infrastructure and server. Why do you think that beautiful, I would have bought a PS5 for this, that multiplayer Spider-Man game had to stop? All their multiplayer games had to stop. They're not investing in their infrastructure. Like, even Nintendo's investing in their infrastructure. Even they're doing it. But the only one that's not doing it is Sony. That's why they can't do multiplayer games. They haven't been working on servers, systems, infrastructure to make their ecosystem better. And that's why you get all the remasters. That's why you didn't get the Last of Us game, multiplayer game, and that's why you're losing a lot of them. And that's killing them. And that's a big problem. Why do you think that list showed multiplayer games from so many other people outside of them. They couldn't even do the Helldivers right with Steam like we do with crossplay. You know, they can't do cloud save. So you can carry your game from Steam over to the PlayStation. Sorry, Xbox at least gives you crossplay with Steam if you have it on Xbox Live, you know, through their Game Pass on PC. You can easily still have a copy, buy a copy over there on Steam and still keep your stats. You know, I mean, their infrastructure is all screwed up. Their way of thinking is not software, not infrastructure for, you know, PC style of gaming from cross to cross. It is just the console and peripherals. And that's not hitting the mark. You need multiplayer games to cross over to your console and to bring a community together. Right now, your community is falling apart between the casuals and the extreme PlayStation guys. And it's tearing you apart. But you let them dictate you back in the day. This new guy came in, he's not letting them do that. He ain't paying attention to what these extreme PlayStation guys want. He's doing it his way, and they don't like it. But if you want to survive, you are going to have to deal with the way this new guy is setting up the infrastructure. Or else you're going to die. You're going to go out with the dodo birds. You're not going to survive because a new day is coming. 10 years down the line, you might somehow squeak past 10 years. But if you have no innovation to catch up with the rest of the world, and you think Nintendo ain't watching what Microsoft is doing, and Microsoft ain't helping them to be ready for their Switch 2, Microsoft is helping them. And if Microsoft is helping them, you are really in trouble because then you got double-sided. You got Microsoft and Nintendo trying to bring you down. So you needed to get together to change that list where some of your multiplayer games are going to be on that list in the future. Your own prioritized multiplayer game. Don't shut down your developers when they say they want to make a good multiplayer game. Like Guerrilla, they've been wanting to make another Resistance. You told them no. A lot of them been wanting to make another multiplayer game that you canceled Twisted Metal. There was going to be a multiplayer game. People were looking forward to that ever since the beginning of the PS4. But you shut it down and you didn't give it to them. So this is on you. And if you don't correct course, you're going to be done, dude. You're going to be done. And I don't want to see Sony go nowhere. Don't get me wrong. I want to see them improve. But they brought all this on themselves. I'm done. Go ahead. All
right. Okay, so Darth, your thoughts on this situation where PlayStation, like the PlayStation Store is just it's pretty much the Xbox like light right now. So I mean, what does this mean about Xbox strategy? Because a lot of us did not like what they were doing, but is this starting to make sense now, or are you still skeptical of this? Is this of what's going on here from what you've seen with the numbers and things?
Oh no,
like
it's
that?
evidently making a lot of sense. I mean, they're making money, and if they can do this with the titles that they choose to share, I really don't have too much of a problem with it. I don't even really have a concern. We talked earlier about it about major pillar titles crossing over. I don't think that's going to happen. Honestly, they're going to keep the ones close to the vest that they need to keep the brand alive and keep part of the brand that are going to be recognized as brand games, like Gears of War or Halo or any of those games. Those are going to be, Forza. Those are going to be games that you keep under that umbrella. And I don't see those crossing over. But if they can make money by bringing some of their successful games over and even have more success or have them take off like they've done and take over the top 10 list, hell yeah. I don't see the problem at all. They can build a lot of goodwill and they can make money doing it and get people to maybe even, people in the PlayStation side, they might look down their noses for a while, but they start playing these games and go, this is a fucking good game. After a while, they're going to realize, why am I looking down my nose at this? What, they make good games. This isn't bad. It's different, maybe. It's different from what the Sony ones are focused on, but different isn't bad. It's good. Let's try these. And I think if they can continue building that goodwill and getting people on board to that, I mean, they can make money and they can do it, with people in the PlayStation, in that camp. That's great. Great for them. So I don't really see the problem. I see it. It's a smart play, and it's good to do with, like I said, with ones they curate and decide, well, I think this will work. And I think they're doing a good job right now. I don't know how far they'll go with it, but I'm interested to see what they're going to do next. It's curious.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that. And Sir X-Man, nobody's coming in here to mess up my cameras.
Yeah, don't start asking for people.
I was like, what are you doing?
Yo, be out there talking stuff. I'm messing with him.
He's tearing your ass up right now. I see him in the chat. He's getting you.
I ain't worried about him. He always hit me. Even when I say something right, he still says wrong.
And Ham Solo, look at this new gameplay of this greatness. Suicide Squad, baby. I recommend it. I'm telling you, it's fun as hell. Okay. As for me, I've said this. Ham has even alluded to it as well. The one biggest.
Wait a second. What kind of words you putting in my mouth?
Well, you called Microsoft diabolical.
I want to thank all of you.
Oh, 100%.
For your unwavering support for PlayStation.
And I've said that what Xbox is doing is playing as that snake in Jungle Book that's saying it's time to help you while slowly coiling around you until all of a sudden you start that breathing start getting, wait a minute, oh shit, and then it's too late. It's already taking place. So stands, you can get all that. Oh man, I don't have to buy an Xbox. Xbox isn't important. You know what? The strategy is here, and it's smart, and it's the secret sauce. It's the secret weapon. It is what I've been trying to allude to, is that Microsoft is going to play the game. Sony was not stupid enough to allow Game Pass to come onto that system, because that would kill them damn near instantly. But because just think about this: if Sony allowed Game Pass to come on to PlayStation, think about this: NBA 2K, NHL 24, Madden, Call of Duty are all being Game Pass. Who do you think the PlayStation fans will run to? What would they do? They would get Game Pass. So that's why Sony knew what was happening. So they're like, nah, we ain't doing that. So here's another thing right here, is what everybody else has been alluding to, Sir X-Man especially, about the multiplayers that Sony is lacking. And if these games, and look, Sea of Thieves, a game that is damn near a decade old, is outselling Herstellar Yams, and is outsold already in pre-order Rise of Ronin. What is that telling you about PlayStation's third-party exclusivity? It's what's the question I asked on the poll? Has the exclusivity thing for PlayStation waned? Has it hurt them now? It used to be their benefit, but because they don't have those games that fill in like they did in the PlayStation 4 generation, they are doing nothing but these remakes and remasters, and now they're putting their games on PC. I know that there's a lot of PlayStation people behind closed doors over here saying, what the hell is Sony doing? Where's the games that we're really, really anticipating? Stellar Yams is the only hype it's the only hype that I've seen from the PlayStation community, other than them talking about shit that's 2 or 3 years away. It is, Microsoft is cooking, and people better start paying attention to it, man. I don't know.
My pony's on, bro. On Xbox.
Oh no, stop.
My pony's on Xbox. Well, you gotta think about it. With the crossover there on Xbox with Sea of Thieves, they're on the crossover with Minecraft, they're on the crossover with Call of Duty, they're on the crossovers with Overwatch, and I think there were 2 other games that run through Microsoft. They're all crossplay. So guess what? They're also playing on Xbox too. I'm done.
Well, they're paying Xbox. I mean, crossplay is
But you know what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the prices, right? Sea of Thieves is $40, right? They're paying $40.
Right.
It's in Game Pass. So for Xbox
Wow.
gamers. Overwatch is free, but of course all the money that you pay into Overwatch. Call of Duty is $70, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, Sony almost put Xbox in the dirt because of Call of Duty. They almost buried Xbox because of Call of Duty. Now Xbox has reversed that shit. Oh yeah, we'll do that 70-30 split. Man, and then on top of that, we'll add a couple of more. And while PlayStation fans is just like also what somebody said in the chat about a month ago when we first started talking about this stuff. I think it was J-Mac that brought it up. He said it's the Trojan horse.
Facts. It is.
It's Achilles, right? Like it's like it's Troy, Helena Troy. It's
like that girl.
That's exactly why I said it's diabolical. You letting bro in your house.
In your house.
You letting the salesman in your house, and now he's allowed to sell. I mean, let's put it this way: to those folks that love to listen to rap music and gangster shit, right? Imagine SA pulling up in Crip Block, slinging that weight all over the goddamn place. Think about that. That's supposed to be your hood, right? Sure. Maybe he gives you a few dollars, right? But maybe he gives you a few dollars to be able to go on that block. Sure, maybe, right? But how good does it look when he's outperforming all of your sellers?
Man, listen.
I'm just saying, if we're not understanding it in the basic business term, let me put it to the streets. Does that make sense? Because that's not good. I tell you what. One of them essays come out and start making more money than Jimmy, Jack, and Johnny on the corner. That gang gonna be hot. That gang's gonna be hot. They're like, how we come over here and finesse us like this?
I don't know why he got me thinking about I'm gonna get you sucker. When
listen, there was
because all kinds of movies, man. I love I'm gonna get you sucker, man. I love those old.
I'm thinking about when that girl took off
I love
all that stuff and said surprise.
Xbox came over here with that blue magic. Xbox came over to PlayStation with that blue magic.
Yeah, you damn right.
I hear like Denzel Washington and Frank White.
Frank White. That's
exactly wearing off. It's wearing off.
I was thinking of American Gangster, boy. That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. He's like, don't scrub it, dab it. He's like, don't scrub that rug, dab it, bro. He about beat the hell out of that. This is
real, bro. This is how real this shit is, right? Like this is how crazy it is. Frank White, right? And this is kind of how like Xbox is maneuvering. Frank White was so low key that he went to a Muhammad Ali fight in a goddamn chinchilla, and the cops didn't fuck with him, and he didn't even. He was just, bro. They didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, that's the only reason. That's the only reason that man basically he got put on the scene because he wore that chinchilla. To the fight. Had he not did that, nobody knew who he was.
Nobody know who he was, right? And that's the crazy thing. But though it was so cold, he was so low key, and that's how Microsoft is playing right now. It's being low key without the chinchilla. They're
trying to tell y'all.
They're finessing so well that they got some Xbox content creators out here telling you that we getting cooked. No, bro. How can we get cooked when we got Game Pass and Fallout 70? Did you not see what the sales were on Xbox? Did you not see what they were giving away for the perks if you're a Game Pass member for the Fallout games? Fallout 76.
And how about that Persona one, dog?
Right. Bro, Grounded in Game Pass, Minecraft in Game Pass, Fallout 4 in Game Pass, Sea of Thieves in Game Pass, Overwatch 2 in Game Pass, Call of Duty. Overwatch will be in Game Pass, and it's free to play, and Call of Duty will be in Game Pass.
When you look at your rewards in the app, you see every new reward you get.
So what are we losing? And on top of that, like these games are most likely a lot of them are going to be play anywhere, cross play, cross save. bro, what are we losing here? That's the thing. Like the finesse is real, and you're right. I love it. I love it. Y'all both. You so the essay. It's got all the essays. Even there's other rivals that's looking at Pookie and Michael and them and like, yo, oh, they letting the essays take over. Oh, bro, it's on and popping. We
Okay, Megan,
coming.
don't forget, even some of the games that you buy on Xbox, they have built-in crossplay. When you buy them on Xbox, you don't have to have them in the Xbox app or in Ultimate to get them. If you buy it, you can play it on PC.
Right. No,
You know, it doesn't have to be an Ultimate.
the older games, no. Like, I mean, Fallout 4, you still got to buy those. You know, but the newer games, like they made this transition, and that's why I was saying. That's why, like, if you look at my logo, or not logo, but if you look at my whatever that thing is called when I put
bought
that
Shadow
together,
Warriors 3, right?
you'll see all the.
I was
you'll
able
see
to
the
play
PC,
that on PC before it went to Game Pass.
right? But you'll see
Automatically.
you'll see the PC.
Go ahead.
You'll see, yeah, I know, because you're just interrupting people, and I'm just like, I'm going to interrupt you back. Shut your ass up.
That's fine. It's cool. I'm
But
used
just
to
saying,
it.
You see the PC. You see what you mean you used to it? You used to interrupting people? Yes. Anyway, but no, I'm just saying you're going to see the PC. You're going to see the handheld that's going to come out with the new Xbox. You got the cell phone situation that the mobile. We ain't even talked about on the panel about them having this renegotiating with NetEase. They're going. Man, do you not know how big World of Warcraft is and Overwatch is in China? Bro,
They have tournaments for that over there, yeah.
And another thing too is that because like of a game, Xbox has been wanting to try to get a hold of a game like Genshin Impact. PlayStation has made sure they lock that down. Well, now because they're working with NetEase, there's a game that's coming that's more modern. It's not going to be like Genshin Impact, but it's an MMO like Genshin Impact, and it's called Project because there's two games that's going to be coming, but one is kind of been a limbo. Project oh my god, what the hell is that name of that game?
Project Morrow?
No, not Project Morrow. It's called Mugen. Project Mugen. Project Mugen. Look it up. It looks pretty cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have games like Doki V that's going to be coming. That's coming from Korea. Xbox is working. Phil out there working, and people aren't seeing what the hell they doing, man. I'm telling you, man. They don't have to buy everything like our brother TJ be saying all the time. They don't have to buy. The only thing they got to do is just work. So let me read the super chats, man. Angel Azell, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, man. He said, good day, y'all. Great show. I'm looking forward to the Fallout 4 next gen update. God bless and kind regards. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate it. And then we also have Jax82. Man, hold on, man. I'm blind, man. I'm getting blind these days. Well, my old ass got put
And
on
you
the
can't
glasses.
see. You need to wear sunglasses
There we go.
like DMC.
Bro, that nearsightedness is a bitch. He said, I'm taking full advantage of PlayStation Plus and those free monthly games and what overgoes on sale. Sony has barely had anything this gen. Spider-Man 2 is the only $70 game I bought from them. That's most of the PlayStation community.
Mm-hmm.
And bro,
but it's Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man was the only one. And again, Spider-Man, somebody posted and said Spider-Man sold 10 million copies. Remember, the last time we heard about Starfield had over 13 million players.
Yeah, more than that.
In December. That was in December of last year. What do you think?
10 million.
Bro.
And look,
I'm telling you, people are going to use that. People want to use that Game Pass, that Game Pass excuse how they wish to. Game Pass ain't no good. Nobody uses Game Pass. And then as soon as there's like 13 million players or something like that, it's only because it's on Game Pass and nobody buys games.
Right.
Like you can't have it both ways.
No.
Which one is it?
I mean, the Power World. Power World is a phenomenon, and it was damn near 50-50 split between PC and Xbox. And then when you look and see a game like Sea of Thieves that has not been on the PlayStation, it still ain't on the PlayStation yet. It's 40
Okay, you break it up again. Calm down.
40,
Take your
40,
Ritalin.
40 million players. 40
Yeah.
million players. It's crazy, man. It is crazy.
Mm.
It is crazy.
Yeah, and like I said, that what he mentioned, I saw that what he mentioned it was 10 million. Spider-Man 2 sold 10 million. That's still what? How much? That's what? Still it's still not a huge amount of the install base.
No.
Like you know what I'm saying? If you got 50 million consoles out there, you only sold 10 million. That's still not a lot. Install base. What the other 40 million doing? Why? You know what I'm saying? So
Playing Warzone, playing
this-
Fortnite.
Pretty
They
much.
still
That's
got
exactly what they're
PS4s.
doing.
They still got
That's-
PS4s.
Listen,
Mm.
listen. Until I don't care what. No, listen. I enjoy PlayStation games, but as someone, no one can own PlayStation. No Sony or Pony could tell me anything different. When Jim Ryan made that deal, and Microsoft was like, "Well, we're gonna make sure you get all the ABK games." He was like, "I don't care about them. I only want Call of Duty." Like that lets you know. That right there alone should let you know that 90 to 80% of your people that own PlayStations are playing that game.
Yep.
Like if that's all he wanted and he cared about was making sure that Call of Duty was still had a presence on his console, on the console, man, look. And there's nothing you can tell me, no facts, no whatever you can make, nothing you can say to tell me any different and tell me that to make me believe that the PlayStation is more than a Call of Duty box or Call of Duty 2K box. Listen, and again, not saying this for those people who love Call of Duty and play it. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. But I just want everybody. I just need these other folks to stop the cap. Just stop it, because that's all I need.
That's it. That's
Do
it.
y'all
You're
notice
absolutely right.
that the one game that should have been on that list, which surprised me, Grand Theft Auto wasn't on that list?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it is.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. Number 10. Number 10.
Okay, I didn't think nobody ever mentioned it when they were going down the list.
Well, I mean, it's not it's not Sony don't own it, Microsoft don't own it.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But it's still at the top over here too. So
well, I mean, but I'm saying it's like
it's Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, but Call of Duty is still out. I mean, Grand Theft Auto's been out for 13 years, 14 years. But anyway, but no, it's nuts. It is nuts. All right, let's move on to this to the last topic. Because again, won't have enough time. Kina, Bridge of the Spirits is coming to Xbox, and Ghost of Tsushima and other PlayStation titles landing on PC. And this is kind of like what I was alluding to. Has Sony lost its advantage with exclusivity deals? We kind of touched on it on and off tonight, but let me go to you, Darth. What's your thoughts about that, man? Like, I mean, it seems wild, but I mean, I feel personally that the PlayStation way of things, how they've been playing, is slowly shrinking. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't. I would say Square Enix has kind of been a partner that they've been able to fall back on. Seeing them, they've been struggling lately, and not been having success after success. And Sony themselves, like I said, I think they haven't divested enough and looked at really broadening their reach in a lot of different ways. And now they're contracting. They're struggling to keep a foothold. I think the hardware is going to sell because the name PlayStation's on it. That's always going to happen. But what's going on with stuff like this? Yeah, this is a bad sign. It's not a great thing for them to see a game like that I believe, if I'm not correct, that came out directly on the PS5, and I remember seeing it and was like, wow, that's a great looking game. And seeing that's going to come over, that's a huge get for Microsoft, and to see it, a game that I think appeals more to the Microsoft market and the gamers than it does to the PlayStation gamers. And when you see things like that happen, like, I mean, like the baseball game, like anything they bring over, it's all of a sudden it takes off. I mean, shit, it's even doing better. Their baseball game is doing better on freaking Switch than anything, which is funny. But seeing this, it's a bad. I think it's it is kind of a statement that Sony, I mean, everything that's been happening to Sony is kind of a statement that there's been like a loss of their credibility and that their influence is dwindling pretty badly.
Yeah, no, I agree with that 100%. It does. I don't know. Like, all you got to do is just look at last gen and how much the exclusivity hurt the hell out of Xbox, and it just made even us Xbox content creators have to bow down and just say, "Yo, Xbox is getting curb stomped right now." Persona, the Yakuzas, and then you got the God of Wars, the Bloodborns, and I mean, it just didn't. Then you get Gran Turismo, you got Drive Club, you got all these Near Automata at the time, Hellblade, Street Fighter 5, and then the combination of everything. It was the perfect storm for PlayStation. They were ready for it. Everything was good, and to me, it feels that PlayStation thought that they could get away with this again by kind of sliding over and letting this generation be kind of like the PlayStation 3 and just hoping that they could just do remakes and remasters, and Final Fantasy would hold them down, and Spider-Man, and then a couple of other titles would hold them down until the next generation or towards the end of this generation to when they bring out the games. Xbox threw monkey wrenches all into this, and then on top of that, they lost Persona, they've lost Near Automatas, they lost the Hellblades. They keep constantly losing games from the East, on top of Xbox buying. It is. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for the people in Team Sony thinking that everything is all rainbows. What's your thoughts about that, Ham Solo?
Thoughts about what in particular? I need to
it's
turn
about
up my audio because I can barely hear.
Oh, sorry. It's the it's about like Kena. Kena was one of those showpieces that.
How it's coming to Xbox?
Yeah, and I'm like,
yeah.
and it pissed me off that game didn't come to Xbox. Like, what the hell? But it seems like now, after all these years, it's like, I mean, Sifu was a game that I was pissed off about. I bought it on PlayStation. I'm like, come on, Xbox, you got to get these games. It's just the way that things is working. They take time because Sony been locking shit down. But now it looks like that Sony is holding on to dear life because the exclusivity fight that they've been winning, they're losing. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think it's wild how long it takes. like an exclusive from Xbox going to PlayStation doesn't seem to take very long, right?
Right.
But an exclusive coming from PlayStation going to Xbox seems to take damn near half a generation. I mean, think about it. That game came out in what, 2021? All right.
2020.
I believe so.
2019 or 2020?
No,
it was a PS5, I believe.
Was it a PS5?
We're talking about Kena still, right?
Yeah,
Kena,
I believe,
was.
Game.
Was it a PS4 game?
It was a PS4 game.
Oh, they redid it for PS5. That was my fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I could have swore that game came out on PS5.
No, it was a PS4
I thought it did too. Now, I may be, like I said, I may be tripping, but I thought
September 2021. September 21st, 21.
It came out on.
And it came out PS4, PS5, but it was a PS5. Yeah.
It came on PS4. I knew that because I bought it on PS4.
Oh yeah. I wasn't sure about the PS4 thing, but I knew it was after 2020.
Oh, okay.
Yes, 2021. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So 2021, and then what? We're now almost halfway into 2024, and it's it's coming to Xbox, but we still don't even know when in particular. So think about that. That's over 3 years of exclusivity, right? And in my opinion, it's I almost want to ask developers and stuff. And you know what? I think I will in some of the future episodes I have on Behind Them Sticks. I'm gonna ask some developers what's it worth having an exclusive somewhere for so long that it almost degrades the price of something once it gets over there? Do you think anybody wants to pay full price for Kena knowing that it's been out on another console for how long? So you can say the same thing for Sea of Thieves going to PlayStation, right? It's the thing's been out forever, and sure it hasn't been on this platform, but it's been out for a minute. I know I wouldn't want to pay full price for it.
No.
It'd
You
be
know what I'm
interesting to-
saying?
It'd be interesting to see if they gauge it that way too. If it does the same thing, that'll show the difference between Xbox, or I should say Microsoft strategy of, like you said, releasing Sea of Thieves. It's been out for a long time, longer than that, but been out a while, and then them releasing this, and see if they price it competitively or if they go full price. That'll be curious.
I think it'll be
Sea of Thieves
competitive.
has been out for like literally like a generation's worth of time.
Oh yeah.
A full generation's worth of time. And now it's coming to PlayStation and it's doing numbers. So it's not exactly that it like Kana ain't gonna be able to do any numbers like that. But
Oh,
think
yeah.
about it for a second. It's a single player game. It's not crazy big or long like a Fallout game is or anything like that. I'm not sure if it's for everybody, although I don't see what the problem would be because I thought the game was pretty good.
Yeah.
I had a good time with it. But yeah, I mean that's just kind of interesting because like I could see why Sea of Thieves would sell because it's like, oh, okay, get your boys, I'll get my crew, we'll meet up on the water, right? But Kana is just like, just you. And do you want to pay full price for something that's been out for almost 4 years somewhere else? It's just, I don't know. To me, that's its own kind of conundrum that I'm kind of curious and want to get answers to on that one. So I'm definitely going to be asking a developer down the line what the deal is with that because I'm kind of curious.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just I was just getting ready to say good for Kana for coming over here and whatchamacallit, I think it was you came in. I'm not sure who it was, but you were saying like eventually some other game was going to be coming to Xbox that you almost like betted it would come out. I'm not sure if it was like Stellar Blade, which I don't think that would be, but I know Boom's crazy ass today said that he thinks Spider-Man is going to end up coming to Xbox, especially seeing that Activision has already or Xbox owns Activision and Activision used to have Spider-Man games and they could put it back out on the market due to it being backwards compatible possibly.
Oh yeah, no. Don was the first one that brought that up about the Spider-Man situation.
Oh, so that might be the thing that I'm talking about then.
Yeah.
I know Mr. Boom said it today, but you guys were talking about that a few weeks back.
Yeah, we were talking about that last year when this whole thing when we were still speculating. But yeah, we've talked about it too as well. We've talked about it numerous times. But
how likely do you think something like that is? Like, I guess I'm asking the panel in the chat this right now. Like, how likely do you think something like a Spider-Man is to come over, seeing that Xbox showed what it's like to flex in somebody else's territory?
Sony is not.
I'd like to see Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 first.
That I think is coming. Because I think
they're already backwards compatible with a disc, but they're not digitally downloadable.
Well, no, because they delisted, but Microsoft can bring.
I'm talking about Sony stuff specifically, not any of this.
No, I don't think we'll see the Sony not right away. No, because Sony's too stubborn to give that up right now. They are way too stubborn to give that up that soon. It's really much the only thing they got, dude. If you think about it, they're not gonna get that up. Am I lying though? It's pretty much the only thing they got.
Yeah, no, I agree with Sir X-Man on that one. Like because we seen how much money that they poured into Spider-Man and how much money that they got to they got to hold on, and and that is a console seller for them. I mean, they still care about that, right? Until they won't. For me, Helldivers 2 is the game that's going to come over to Xbox.
Oh, it was Helldivers that you said.
Yeah, that's the one he said.
That was the one that you said
2 weeks ago. He said that. Yeah,
Helldivers is going to be the game that's going to come over. And I wouldn't doubt if there's like a smaller PlayStation title, like maybe an indie or something of that would come over. we're not going to see we're not going to see like I mean, Foam Stars is going to come to Xbox too, so don't get
You
that.
also said Rise
know.
of the Ronin could probably come to Xbox too. Came
Oh,
in.
Rise of the Ronin is definitely going to come to Xbox, and I still feel that Stellar Blade at some point will come to Xbox. But
You just want to see them cheeks. That's all.
I mean, I can see
Stellar
the cheek.
yams.
Yeah, I'll see them. I'll see them yams when they come to PC. I ain't worried about it. But I just, to me, it's more of the thing of I just Helldivers just screams Xbox opportunity. And Spider-Man, to answer your question, Spider-Man, Sony's got to hold on to it. They if they let Spider-Man, which they'll meet their quota, but then at that point, we're talking about it's no holds barred. Everybody is going to start giving up exclusives, and especially that's one of PlayStation's biggest exclusive. I don't see that. I don't see that happening right now.
Do you think, guys, since y'all was quiet for a second?
Well, I was gonna go to Husky because I thought Husky was gonna say something.
Oh,
but
no.
Husky's
Well, you paused for a minute, so that's why. But go ahead. I'm cool.
Okay, but Husky, your thoughts on this about like Kina, Bridget Kina coming over to Xbox and the exclusivity situation with Sony, man. It looks like they're reeling. It doesn't have the same effect. And also with Kina didn't sell well on PlayStation. It sold under 400,000 copies.
Oh shit!
So
yeah.
Listen, I mean, good that Keena's coming over, but my thing is, if it's coming over at full price, I'm a sale guy. Like I especially this game has been out for what 3 years now, 4 years, or however long, and you coming over to a new platform at full price, I'm just gonna look at it. I'll look at it when maybe when it drops on sale, I may check it out, or if it ever pops on Game Pass. But it's my thing is, I love playing games. However, you drop day one on PlayStation, I'm pretty sure you could probably get Kina. They probably had it in the spring sale going on PlayStation, so I'm not sure. I haven't checked, but
it was $17.
There you go, $17. But then you come over here, you go build for full price, $60, $70 game, and I'm like, nah.
I think it was 50 at launch.
It was 50 at launch.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
So you're a $50 game, but I'm still gonna look at it and like, that ain't for me.
I buy it for
and
20.
you know what I'm saying? And that's not to say there's nothing wrong with Kenny, and it may be a great game. It's just I'm not looking to pay that for a game that just dropped. You just come to this platform or what have you. I will say, like I've been saying it, their exclusive don't hold the same weight nowadays. With PlayStation exclusives, don't hold that same weight, and it's sad to see, but that's the fact. That's the fact. No matter what nobody's saying, no matter what the people in chat, Mike Johnson and whoever else in chat, no matter what you're saying, yeah, he trying to. I put it like that. He's trying to.
I'm loving it. I'm loving these people watching all these Sony heads. They are fighting for their lives. They don't want to admit it, but they are fighting. 30 frames. But it's on PlayStation. They're like,
damn, I'm thinking the pony is beating off to the Xbox. Right now. Stop it. I think the pony is beating off to the PlayStation. Stop, dude. Stop.
They fighting for their lives right now.
Man, that's all I can see in my head.
I mean, I'm looking
at R. Kelly meme.
I'm watching King Thrash try to scoop water with his fingers wide open. Like he looking.
No diddy, no dip. No diddy, no dip.
Trying to catch water with a laundry basket. Trying to hold water with a laundry basket.
Man, that copium smoke is dense right now. It is dense. Them brothers need some fog lights. Hook them up with the beam.
Oh,
they can't see.
J-Rock put him in check. You ain't got to do nothing else, fam. J-Rock put him in check.
And that's the whole thing. Mike Johnson just said, "Ham, PlayStation is same in first place, fighting for." Bro, listen, you can be in. That's fine.
Console
you
sales?
Can be in first place. Yeah, that's basically it. Console sales, because nothing you got, nothing. And once again, I own a PlayStation. I love my PlayStation. However, no matter what you say, the facts are the facts, man. Like I said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie.
Now, man,
We've seen the numbers.
Look at the numbers. I don't see.
We've seen the
PlayStation
numbers,
first in
man.
Nothing. PlayStation ain't first on
We-
nothing on this list.
We've seen the
Yeah.
numbers, Mike. Like you got to granted, y'all got the console sales. That's awesome. That is awesome. That don't mean
what
nothing.
does the console primarily do?
Play games.
Play games.
Sell
Play
games.
software.
Yeah.
That's
So
software.
if you ain't selling software, then what are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean,
There you go.
it's great if somebody wants to hit the store and buy a bunch of Walkmans. What you doing?
And it's a
You're
known
spending most
fact.
of your money on the music that goes into the fucking Walkman.
There you go. It's a known fact that each of these, maybe except for Nintendo, but everybody that sells a console, this known fact, they lose money on those consoles. They lose money on of the making consoles, whatever. They lose money on that. They barely break even when it comes to console sales. Where they make their money is the software. And y'all not helping on the software side right now.
Now, we looking at the numbers right now, bruh.
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
As of April 18th of 2024, you guys ain't doing shit for the PlayStation brand. Lord.
Playoffs? This man listen to me.
They didn't even make the play-in.
Say what you look once again, Mike. Say what you want, bro. Like Ham just said. Y'all like her look fighting for your life. You using basketball terminology. You trying your best to break it down so just make it make sense to yourself. Mike, you do whatever you need to do, my boy.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
Exhibit said, bro. This is what
But-
Exhibit said. You just got pimped.
Listen-
That's all. You just
Listen
got
to
pimped.
me. Listen to me. Once again, man, the exclusive that PlayStation have, although there are some great games,
Right.
they don't hold the weight. They're not moving the units like they used to. And we've seen it. You know, man, my kids nowadays, they'll look at me play Spider-Man. They're like, "Oh, that's nice, Dad." But Fortnite, Call of Duty, them the games. Minecraft. You know what I'm saying? Those are the games that this new generation are playing and picking up and playing on like a daily basis. Like that's what they're playing. They're not playing these single player games that, they don't play a whole lot of those. And it could be, they just want something they can jump in and out and go. But once again, Fortnite, Call of Duty, that's what the market is right now. And PlayStation is a Call of Duty box. Those exclusives that they drop aren't moving the units. They aren't moving the needle like you think they would. Granted, they can be on the commercial all they want with the PlayStation beside it, saying this is like K-Mecca got in the background, only on PlayStation. That's why Sony is starting to put those titles elsewhere.
I want to
Because
thank all of
those-
you for your unwavering support for PlayStation.
There you go. They're not doing what they need to. That's why you think Sony has started making these movies, are starting to push out their games to these movies. They need more revenue. They need more money because you ponies are not buying the games. Why you think we getting The Last of Us season 2, season 1? Why you think we getting a Alone in the Dark movie? Why you thinking they making a Gravity Rush movie? Why you think we getting a Ghost of Tsushima movie? Why you think we getting those movies like that? Because why you think we got a Gran Turismo, Uncharted?
Oh my God.
Because y'all aren't buying the games. They need revenue from somewhere. Their multiplayer is lacking. They need money from somewhere, man.
Oh, is that what
listen,
is lacking now?
Listen. I'm done. That's it. I'm done. It's just so funny, man. They just and I get it. Y'all feel like y'all number one, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You number one. You feel like you're on top, and but it's starting to crumble, and y'all just don't want to admit it. But it's cool. It's cool, man. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna play my games because I'm a game person. I'm a game person first. I enjoy games. I'm gonna play the games no matter where they at, wherever I got to get them, whether it be PC, Xbox, PlayStation. Switch. I'm gonna play the games because I love games. But overall, go ahead. I'm
there
sorry,
is
Ham.
something I wanted to address that you and me have talked about prior.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's happened into the PlayStation happened to Xbox last generation.
Yep.
Everything.
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 Mhm.
Remember that Xbox has no games? Well,
Yep.
PlayStation right now has no games.
None.
Remember the TV?
Oh,
Well,
Lord.
PlayStation has TV. Remember the
Mhm.
PC?
Oh,
Well,
Lord.
PlayStation's PC. Remember
There you
the playing it on other platforms outside? Well, yeah. Looks like we'll see you soon, Marathon. You see what I'm saying? So like,
Oh, yeah.
so it's just like, sure, Mike, brother, I like you, Mike Johnson. I appreciate that
Oh,
you
yeah.
come and support, even though you know I'm gonna say
Yeah.
stuff that you disagree with. I appreciate that. That's that's pretty tough to walk somewhere and sit and kick it, knowing damn well you ain't hearing what you want to hear. That's
you
tough.
you get cooked, but
That
with facts.
That's tough.
Not bullshit.
But the fact of the matter is like, when are we gonna like admit the truth to ourselves and be like, hey, you know what? This looks mighty familiar. You remember the little bro that you used to make, or the big bro that you used to make fun of, or the little bro, or however you want to say it. And he told you, yo, you gonna be going through this too, buddy, but you gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Now it's happening to you. What you doing? like I said, like I just said at the end of it, you're probably gonna be all right. Right?
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, the growing pains are the growing pains. And you're getting a taste of it yourself. It don't matter what place you're in. It doesn't matter if you're in first place, if you're in second place, whatever. You're going through the same situation because your company is very similar. You see, Nintendo doesn't go through this situation at all. Nintendo's only a gaming company. That's it. That's all they do. They don't make movies like that. If they do want to make a movie, hey, y'all go make a movie for us.
That's it.
They are not Sony Pictures. They are not Microsoft. They don't have all these different companies that they have to support while supporting themselves. Nintendo just does what they want to do. As for PlayStation, as for Xbox, if you're not growing, you're failing.
Mm-hmm.
That's how those two businesses look at shit. So what's PlayStation doing? They're constantly trying to knock off the dude that got all the cash. That happens to might be Microsoft. Microsoft is saying, "Oh, you're gonna try to knock me off? Well, I'm gonna try to become as inevitable as possible. So you can't knock me off."
Facts.
So it's just, I mean, that's why they're the only two going at it versus each other, because they have the same type of business model. Kind of. They have other businesses that they have to support while supporting this gaming piece. As to where Nintendo, they are literally just doing gaming. They don't got to do no fucking movies or TV shows. They don't care about that shit. But if they want to remain relevant to like little kids and stuff like that, of course, throw a TV show on there. Throw a quick movie once every few years or something like that. They don't really have to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's one you forgot, Hams. Yeah. Y'all used to crack about Game Pass when Sony just had y'all regular service. What the next thing Sony did? They gave y'all some knockoff version of Game Pass. And then y'all saying, that's better than Xbox Game Pass. And you're like, hey, how come we don't have
the numbers don't show it. I mean, if it's better than Game Pass, why the numbers don't show? I mean, it's like what Ham was saying earlier. Pick one, pick a side. Because if y'all gonna say players don't count but sales count, or if these sales numbers for Game Pass don't count but PlayStation Plus counts, you know what? You guys has run amok so long that you have ruined the PlayStation brand. Because you come and you like to brag about these games. You talk about every last one of these games here that you see behind me, but you've played the game so foully Like, you sit there and just thought PlayStation was just constantly going to just be here and not go away or not struggle, and you guys ain't even supporting your shit. And if you don't believe me, I mean, let me just show you again, just to let you know, right here. Look at the list. There is not one PlayStation first party exclusive on that list. And if you come and you tell me, well, Spider-Man came out last year, Spider-Man was selling all year long last generation. God of War was selling all year long when it came. Horizon Forbidden West was selling all year long. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't stop seeing those games in the top 10 or the top 20 or the top 25, whatever. Those games were still selling. But no, you know what? You guys has failed and finessed the people that do support PlayStation, because y'all think that everything is okay. And right now, Sony is over here told you that everything, no, it's not okay. Because you need to buy more Spider-Mans. You need to buy more Stellar Blades. You need to buy more Rise of Ronin. You need to buy more Final Fantasies. And the fact of it is you're going to lose them all. You're losing them. Because
hey, let's keep it a quick buck. No, Sir X-Man. I'm gonna cut you off even on this one, brother. No, let's keep it a quick buck. So we can acknowledge that Xbox didn't sell enough consoles like we'd want. Does anybody on this panel right now have a problem acknowledging that?
No,
not at all.
Absolutely
not at all.
That's what it is.
Why is it that Mike and many others, whether they're in the chat or just on Twitter, can't acknowledge exactly what Hiroki Totoki came on TV and told y'all? Y'all don't buy games. You don't. And it's a problem. You can keep telling everybody that the house is perfectly fine. There's nothing to worry about. Bro, the person that took over Jim Ryan's job said y'all are fucking up. What more can you hear to just put together the idea of, hey, something ain't right. Something ain't right. The head of no, not Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan's boss. Jim Ryan's boss came out and said, this shit's looking foul.
Tragic.
Bungie's looking foul.
Tragic.
What happened to factions? The leak. What the fuck is going on?
Ew.
Why is it taking so long for these games to hit PC? Xbox fans didn't say that shit. Y'all's head mans said that. But y'all want to keep telling me, y'all keep wanting to tell me, K-Mega, and everybody else on this panel that there ain't nothing wrong. The sky is blue and clear as ever. I could see the moon. Everything is good. It's all good. But your mans is literally telling you it's not. We acknowledged that the console, hey, console, what the fuck? There's been several times where I've said, hey, it'd be a little nicer if they had acknowledged some of the stuff on the console a little bit more. Hey, we have mouse and keyboard support. Why can't you put Fallout 1 and 2 on Xbox? You know, like we're out here holding the flame to the throat of our own favorite company. Y'all's problem is y'all don't do the same for your own shit.
Right.
And then y'all come up to us and act like we're crazy.
And then him and everybody on the panel.
Tony's not gonna listen to him.
Yeah, well, no. This is the reality right here. While we seeing the stands out here, while the stands are out here celebrating that Xbox games are on PlayStation right now, I guarantee you the PlayStation staffs and CEO and all them are looking at their top 25 right now and saying, "What the fuck is this? What is this? How are you?"
I'd be wondering that. I'd be like, how does fucking Quiznos come up in the subway and sell better?
Darth.
Quiznos is out of business.
Darth, if you're a business,
You mean Firehouse?
And if your competition comes to you and says, we want to offer our products and put them and bring them into your establishment, your store, and you're looking at your top 25 selling items and it's your competition, aren't you going to be a little fucking concerned, or are you going to be like
fucking big trouble?
Thank you.
You're not concerned. You're screwed.
Thank you.
Wait, let me
Yeah.
say this.
Yes.
One thing. Mike Johnson just said Xbox is down bad. Phil Spencer volunteering games on PlayStation.
This is why
Volunteer or not, y'all buying them.
right. And
Volunteer or not,
You keep that
y'all
same
buying them.
attitude.
hold on.
Because that's what
I'm gonna show
Blockbuster
that-
did until it was the end. You
There you
keep
go,
that
sir.
attitude.
Yep, I was just gonna say that, Sir X Man. I'm like, you see, this is the reason why y'all gonna put this PlayStation in the dirt. Is because of that bullshit right there. Keep it going. I love it when Porter Rock says the shit that he does. I love when J-Dub say what they say. I love when King Thrash talk about the Third Horizons. I love it when they get on Mooch's show and they start talking about, well, those are PlayStation 3 games. We don't have to buy them. We've been putting games on PC. I love when y'all do the goalposts because it comes back to what I've originally told you guys way back in 2016. Xbox is going to take over. And PlayStation is going to follow suit. They're going to keep on seeing what Xbox is doing and try to follow, and it's going to be too goddamn late. And I was thinking that at least because of what was going on in the PlayStation 4 generation, that you stands would go out there and support those games. But nah, y'all ain't even doing that. Olympus is falling, baby. Olympus
I've
is
been wanting
falling.
to say this. I've
And
been wanting
Sony
to
is
say this for a
Olympus.
few weeks.
Get ready
I
for
gotta
it.
say it. I
Get
gotta
ready
say
for
this,
it.
K-Mega. I gotta say it. The more you guys talk bad about Xbox and tell them things that a lot of these casuals didn't know we have over here, the more they start to investigate it and check it out for themselves and start saying, oh, that's nice that they do
That's
that.
a fucking fact.
Oh, it's nice that they do that.
Mm-hmm.
How come PlayStation doesn't do that over here? Why are they playing out like Sea of Thieves? Y'all dogs Sea of Thieves for so damn long,
Cracking is
and
loud.
all those people over there heard about it.
Game Pass.
That's
fodder.
why Sea of Thieves is so high in the pre-order, because those people researched it. So I want to thank you, Mike, and everyone else in your extreme PlayStation guy community for advertising Sea of Thieves all these years.
Listen,
I would also like to.
Microsoft put
I would
money in
also
their
like to
pocket.
thank them. I'd also like to thank them for supporting Xbox's next new game that they may or may not get.
there you go.
Oh,
Listen,
I
gotta
appreciate
do
it, y'all. We'll take
I
that money and
mean-
we'll put it to good use.
Yes,
I want to
we
thank
will.
all of you for your unwavering support for PlayStation.
That was
Thank
perfect
you.
timing, Sir X-Man.
Perfect.
there
timing.
you- yes, it was.
And what's another crazy thing is that the Kraken is lacking so much that for your three PlayStation exclusives, they of 2024, they're all getting dog walked by Game Pass fodder. They're in the top 25 and they're being
Think about that.
Think about
All that time y'all called it fodder, and it's topping your console.
There you go.
That is
Mike,
embarrassing.
This is for
Listen,
you
let
and
me-
the extreme
Remember,
pony.
K-Mega earlier, I was talking about that.
Oh, hi,
I was
thanks for
talking about
checking
that
in. I'm
pedigree
still a
quality
piece of
bar.
garbage.
Mike, that was for you, buddy. That was for you.
Listen,
No,
Chris-
remember, K-Mega, I was talking about that pedigree quality bar.
Yeah.
Wait, how did fodder get over that?
Man, I don't know.
What did Dreamcast guy say? Oh, the water is so beautiful. in
We
Sea
tried
of
to tell
Thieves.
them about that water.
Oh,
They didn't want to listen.
wow.
Yeah, y'all gonna be out there, man. Rare go.
Listen.
Hey, man. Hey,
And
this
then
gonna
y'all
be-
got to battle against
we-
us on Xbox and
we-
Geeks.
Oh,
We
yeah,
gonna
the-
be mowing y'all
the-
down, boy.
The Xbox and PC community gonna tear y'all PlayStation asses up. But anyway, this is
They're gonna be
this is-
so upset.
Yeah, they're gonna be hurt. This is what's another crazy thing about this as well is that these games that y'all keep talking about, it's incredible to me that y'all have been talking about Final Fantasy, bragging about it. I remember when they first showed when the man came up on stage and those PlayStation people at that E3 was crying for Final Fantasy VII remake. Crying.
mhm.
And then you heard it was a trilogy. Oh my God. Oh, it's gonna rake. Bro. I don't know, man. You know what? Maybe King Thrash was on to something. The Three Horizons are coming. But they
The
ain't coming
Three
for
Horizons
Xbox.
for the end. And you right, can't make it to the end.
The Three Horizons is PC, mobile, Xbox. Bring them all.
You know, can I have a quick
Come on.
flashback, please? Please.
Oh, okay.
You guys, when Phil Spencer announced backwards compatible For the Xbox, your boss said, "Oh, no one cares about backwards compatibility," but a lot of your PlayStation people that played on the PS3, they wanted it. But what did you extreme guys do? You said, "We don't want backwards compatibility. We want the new games." So where are your damn new games that you kept talking about that you wanted? Where is it? I don't see it. Not this year.
2025. Coming
Now maybe
and
2026 at this rate.
And that's
and they go
Spider-Man.
and they love to say, "Well, we still get Rise Run," but that's not a first party game, and
Nope.
I get it. It's an exclusive, which could more than likely it's probably going to show up on a later somewhere else later on.
The PS6, the PS6.
Like and Chris Coleman just said, like one of his things, he said they don't care about factions or multiplayer or something like that, and definitely don't care about PC peasants. I care about PlayStation and the games that matter to me. Multiplayer can take a back seat, and I get that. You feel that way, Chris.
Multiplayer can take a back seat. Did you look at that damn list, motherfucker? Did you look at that list? Oh,
I get it,
multiplayer.
man. Go ahead. Go.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. He pissed me the fuck off with that.
Calm down,
And
sir,
I get
Let
it.
this man talk.
I get what he's saying. He feels that way. But once again, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. No, I get what you're saying, Chris, but them numbers we see on this screen does not reflect that. Y'all care about multiplayer. Maybe you don't, but everybody else
Obviously do.
Everybody else.
Hi,
obviously do.
Doris. We didn't forget
You know
about
what
you,
I'm
Doris.
Don't worry about
We
it.
gotta get out of here. The man's probably starving. He was saying he was hungry earlier, so it's all good. We're gonna have to.
My bad,
I'm
Doris.
alive. I'm alive still. Don't worry.
Yeah,
about it.
no,
Are
he's
you
so
about to make a pony barbecue, Doris?
Oh my God.
Oh,
You
no.
Put them on the spinner and roast them.
Oh my goodness.
I think you guys have handled that for me.
Right. That man
I haven't had to
sitting
do
here listen
nothing.
to that. Yeah. So all right, guys. This was this we will not have a show next week. It's my mom's birthday next Friday. There is no way I'm
cool.
gonna be able to do the show. I just thinking about it just gets me. Ugh. So no, there won't be no GRG next week. So that's why I went a little bit longer tonight. But yeah, I would definitely since I beat Tales of Arise, now I can get back on to what I've been saying, to my scheduled programs or streams. Hopefully Saturday, me and Don will go ahead and be playing some more Wildlands, and then Fight Night Sunday, and then the crossover with me and Ham Monday. I will do a My Thoughts video next week, and also we'll try to see if Don is available for Devin the Gamer. So it should be a busy week content-wise for me, except for Friday night. So or Friday. But yeah, Darth, where can they find you at, man? Appreciate you coming through.
Oh, no problem. You're gonna really find me here on Fridays in the evenings at Wasted with Wise, and then at night here with you guys, GRG.
Yeah, no doubt.
We took over most of the conversation, Doris. We apologize.
Oh, you don't got to worry about it. I put my 2 cents in. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I also, Sir X-Man, where can they find you at? I'm over here reading what JT is over.
You can catch me. Oh, you can't catch me. You'll catch me in 2 weeks with this nutball host here. Hopefully I can make it on Hams and do the spoiler cast of Fallout. That's gonna be hot. So that's about it for right now. And playing Tomb Raider still. That game got a lot of content for $30, dude. It's ridiculous. But that's about it.
All right. I'm gonna fine you every time that you say something about that whack ass game. No, I'm playing this way. So.
Whatever. I didn't say nothing to you when you played that what do you call it? That Assassin's Creed Oblivion or whatever that damn game is forever.
Assassin. Oh, you talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
Odyssey, yeah.
Odyssey?
He played that damn thing for 2 months, didn't play nothing else, didn't care about nobody else.
Did all the DLCs? Oh well, that was Valhalla. That was all the DLCs. I still got to do one more.
Oh Lord,
DLC
not again.
For Odyssey. Yeah, but anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I need to go back and do that. Akage, appreciate you coming through, man. I know you told me you was going to be late, but it was good, man. You was spitting flames. You know what I'm saying? You would seem extra hype, you seem extra awake. So that was what I was talking about. That man last week looked like he needed a bed, a little blankie, and everything else. That
Yeah,
he
it
tired.
did.
Oh man, where can they find you at, brother?
Man, you can find me here in 2 weeks. I'll be back. Also, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get I have got to make myself start putting content on my YouTube.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I'll be on TikTok, man. I have a gaming question that I do weekly. Definitely come check me out.
Yes, indeed. It's in the links in the description. I got all these guys in here. So if you want to see that, you see the happy faces. That's Darth, and then that's a Husky. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I need to put sad faces with Ham and Sir X Man, and you know,
You know, let's go get him, Ham. Let's go to Oklahoma and take care of him, dude. Let's go handle him, man. I think we both can handle him, dude.
Come on over here. This is right here waiting for you. This right here is waiting right here for you. Come on over. Come on down. That blue box, baby. You want some of that? You come right on down. Anyway,
that's where you keep the blue pills. We know.
Yeah, right. Anyway, Ham Solo, where can they find you at, brother? Other than you try to keep your PC cool, that motherfucker, boy. Man, I understand it. I understand it. You do a lot of podcasts, brother. You work hard.
You're crazy right now because I'm over here playing Forza Horizon 5.
Not on your PC.
Or not Forza Horizon. Forza Motorsport 8 or whatever you want to call it, just Motorsport, I
not
guess.
On your
now,
PC,
right?
Not on your PC, sucker.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you ain't?
Yeah, man.
Yes, I am.
PC.
Man, look at that, man. That thing. I see smoke, man. I'm gonna have to call 911, man. That thing burning.
Yeah, whatever. This shit cooling. But anyways, you can find me enjoying, shout out to Mike Johnson, enjoying that dual sense PlayStation exclusivity for that Sea of Thieves. I got you, brother. Well, I'm over here enjoying my smart delivery like a motherfucker over here, right? So I'm gonna hop off of this PC from playing this game, and I'm gonna continue this wet work over there on Series X.
Let's go.
You feel me? You feel me? I ain't got to drag and drop shit.
EJ hit you with one more.
But you can also find me on TSWS Gaming here on YouTube. That's where I do majority of my content. I'm also on Matt Likes Games channel every Wednesday. Me and K Mega will be doing the crossover. Are we doing the crossover on Monday? Here?
Yeah. On here, on my channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's gonna be on K Mega's channel this time. But no GRG upcoming Friday. For K Mega.
Mama.
Yeah, Mama.
Yeah.
I gotta say it like Migos, Mama.
Say, dear Mama.
Man.
But yeah, you can also find me on Twitter, X, or whatever the hell you want to call it, at HamSolo05 Gaming. Come over and talk your shit.
That's what.
Yeah, come over and talk your shit. I don't care. I don't care. I ain't losing sleep over some bullshit. I tell you that much. I'm having a good time. I'm letting you know what it is, and if you want to run with it, you can run with it. If you got your own thing, like what's gonna call it? Coleman said earlier. Chris Coleman said, this is good for me, but what good for you ain't good for everybody. So this is what it is. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. HamSolo05 Gaming from TSWS Gaming signing out. Peace.
That was a beautiful quote, Ham. Is it good for you? I like it.
That's not how that song went. Is it good to you?
I make it up as I go along.
Don't disrespect.
Let me be country with my song, damn it.
Hell no. Now we
You can't be country, man. You in Chicago, fool.
Yeah, you ain't.
Hey, I was down in Memphis for 7 years. It converted me a little bit.
Hell no. We won't claim you. Anyway, Yobi said you said that last week, Mega. And what he wanted to say is you said that last week, sucker. But Yobi, you do know me, right? And JT, I'm going to answer the question when we get out of here. You know how I get when I get wrapped up into a game. Unlike Ham Solo, I stick with it until it's done. Everybody that
what are you talking about?
I'm talking about like Tales of, because I didn't do Fight Night. I didn't do nothing. I was all dead in into Tales of Arise. I had to get it done. I had to get the.
You got
DLC.
a bad addiction, bro. You got an addiction.
Once I get into
you need a drug
games, and I'm locked in. You can't. I don't even want to be bothered. Don't fuck with me. I'm gaming. But I'm on my multiplayer stuff now, so I'll be hopping into parties, having a good time. So definitely Fight Night is coming. It will be here this week for sure. So please, hopefully, come through. And yes, and I will hit up Don for Devin the Gamer. But Don was busy himself, so it is. So we couldn't do it last week. But yeah,
you gonna hit DJ Bodo down there?
I am. I'm gonna hit him up. He said, DJ Birdo, he said this right here. He says, still early. Y'all got time for the pants off dance off. Thank you, sir. That was gonna save that for the end, but Sir X-Man nosy ass wouldn't let me wait until the very end to get out of here. But
well, back in the day, you used to miss them sometimes, so I'm just trying to keep you on your toes.
I appreciate it, sir. JT Gamer, he said, what do I think about what his question was, which was, he says, but I think he was saying that to Darth. That's what I was looking at. He was like, Nintendo is having a different kind of problem. They can't keep enough copies of the cartridges up their games to keep the fans happy. That ain't gonna matter. All said and done, digital is the king, man. More, I would like to see well. There was a topic that we were going to talk about. Me and Ham talked about it last week or this week, Monday, about the sales of physical. And it's in the United States, it's awful. Around the world, it's bad. But in the United States, it is less than 5%. So it's not, I don't even think you have to worry about that with the new Switch. I really don't. But anyway.
Yeah, Nintendo's keeping GameStop alive.
I think GameStop is going to be turned into something else. Maybe a Chuck E. Cheese or something.
They're slowly converting to like a all nerd kind of stop, nerd geek stop, where they still sell the games and stuff like that, but now they're getting into merch, from Funkos to toys to collectibles to clothes, apparel, anime, stuff like that. So they're trying to convert. And I was in there the other day. Now they have a GameStop credit card and all the other stuff. Like, bro, y'all hanging on to your life.
Default when the store closes down. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much. It is early, and that means this Friday night, go have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Have a couple of sips of the good stuff for me, since I've been nothing but water. I'm almost at the end of it. So X-Man make me drinking the hell out this water. But
you need to sweat it out.
Where's your old girl at? Let me go. I'll take care of that.
Nah, you good. She happy. Shut up.
Where your sister at? I'll sweat it out. Where you talking? Where's she at?
Ew, dude, that's so gross. Oh, my sister. Oh no.
I'm just saying, man. Hell, we ain't family. All right, man. Everybody have a good one. Enjoy yourselves, man. If y'all hit the spots, do a damn thing. And remember, protect yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? When y'all about to do that pants off, dance off, I'm living through y'all. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll go here after this show and go kiss my wife. My wife probably just heard me say some crazy shit like that. She might try to go.
Get your ass off me.
I know. Bye.
Hey, thanks for checking out the GRG podcast. All your gaming news and our special topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. This was the GRG podcast.